And we're back. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Titch and Geezer's prediction show. So it's a week early because obviously we're going to do the championship and the one community shield game, which is obviously the final. So we'll have 11 games. So we're going to start off the predictions, the league table and all of that starting from today, whatever. First and foremost, Geezer, how you doing over there?
Good, mate. Another beautiful day here in paradise. You know, Queensland, beautiful one day, perfect the next. And yeah, beautiful morning, man.
I'll wait. I put the videos you sent me. I put them together. Put them in here. So I'll wait until.
Oh yeah.
Here, and then
I forgot. Yeah, been a couple of weeks, isn't it? Yeah. I had a fairly busy bit of running around with the visitors. I took them up to the Sunshine Coast and then down. Stayed the night on the Gold Coast. So yeah, then I had a few days. The day they were leaving, geez, I got ill.
Oh.
And I've had 3 days on my arse this week. Just sort of coming good now.
What, like flu? Or
yeah, like head coldy, flu, chesty thing. I don't know what it was, man, but it just zapped me of all energy. I had nothing. You know, I had nothing in me. And I was sort of hot, fucking flushes, like sweating and then
fever,
cold. Yeah, some kind of bug. Kieran had it for a day before me, and yeah, it's just something that's going around here at the moment. So yeah, I'm over the worst of it. So crack on with that.
That's good that you're getting better. Not that you had it. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so obviously we didn't do a show last week, but on one of the days last week, not that it interests you, but I went live for the first time playing FIFA, which is now called EA. Yeah,
that was one of the days I was sick as a dog, man. I caught the last 10 minutes, and I was just too stuffed to fucking get the phone and send you a message. And I had it on charge anyway. My phone was nearly dead because I've been in bed for 2 days. And I went, oh, God, yeah. So I watched the last 10. I see Charlie, there, Charlie Walsh. But yeah, I'm just too fucked even to send you a message.
I've got something. So basically, let me just wrap this up quickly. The game's coming to an end because obviously FIFA or EA 25 will come out. So now it's kind of like you're getting all the best players, and like my club is full up with just 98, 90. Anyway, but I've got George Best, and I think you'd probably like to watch the game because it's weird how their body shape and their mannerisms and they're all like spot on. So I'm playing with him, but it kind of would look to you like, shit, that's George Best. You understand? Because a lot of the players, they've got them down to a T, like their body shape, their body movement. Yeah, so it's quite realistic. I mean, when you see the close-up graphics, it looks just like the players, but they're Ronaldinho. Like when you do like skills with him, he's exaggerated. You know the way he would do elastico. They're very, very realistic. So there are things like that where you'd watch it and think, fucking hell, it looks real. So yeah, I said because I play that a lot now, I'll probably just every now and again just go live. I'm playing it anyway, and then so you might catch it another time. But yeah, soon the new one will come out. So then you go back to, you've got to build up your team. You'll have all shit players and all of that, and you've got to build it up. But at the minute, my club's just full of just fucking ridiculous players. But it's it's good. It's good. And obviously, I don't know if you can see because I went live through the PlayStation. There's a text to speech. So when people are commenting, it says it in my ear.
I saw that. I went, that's weird.
Yeah, it's crazy. So imagine that. So you can do it all through the PlayStation. You link your account, go live. The one thing you can't do is schedule it. So I can't schedule it and let people know I'm going live at, like we do through StreamYard. Yeah, so you've got all that, but you can't schedule it through the PlayStation, which is a bit silly. Right, let me just go to the chat and see who's here. Good evening, Freshfielder. Evening, gents. Looking forward to this one. Glad you're here.
Yeah, sure.
And you lot. So I had it scheduled for 10 o'clock, which you would have seen. 9:45. I went in to send Geezer the link. This show wasn't there, weren't scheduled. So then I had to reschedule. Then I went back in. It was there, so I had sooner. So obviously I had to delete. Yeah, so I'm not sure what happened with StreamYard, but that's why we started late. Robert says, "Here we go." Full start. Right. It was a full start. Big up Inky. So Inky, as requested last week, you said maybe we'd do the 10 championship games. We're going to do that, and then the final of the Community Shield. So we'll have 11 games. So we are actually starting today. League table and all that. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll probably... oh, no, shit. No, I'll have to do the league table after we recap. So that, yeah. So I was going to say I'll do it during the week, but no, I won't. We'll just do it after the recap. So we'll put after the show or whatever, next week, then we'll put the league table up. I think he says, yeah, let's go. He was shit, Kieran. Oh, yeah. Do you know what's funny, yeah? You know what's funny? So I was so basically you start off in Division 10. It goes all the way up to Elite. So Division 1 Elite. So I was in Division 2 playing it, but when I'm talking and that, and I'm not really taking it too serious, it weren't the greatest. I've since got promoted to Division 1, first time ever. And most of the games have been draws. I've lost a few, won a few. You know, it's been tight, like good games. So there's only one more division, which is Elite, which I'm not even...
No, don't go there.
Yeah, I'm not there. Yeah, I don't think I'm...
You'll be playing against geezers that are on it 12 hours a day every day, mate.
The thing is, my son, he's in it, the second youngest one. And he's not having a good time in it because that's like all the fucking elite.
Yeah.
So
they prove it, don't
they? Right, here we go. So Titch models himself on Jesse Marsh. I did win the last game though. But yeah, I've gone up a division, better players, and I'm actually playing better. Wally, big up Wally. He's put the beer. Is that beers? Is that beers? It is beers, isn't it?
Beers. He's on it.
Hey all. We all wanted to be George Best back in the 70s. So yeah, it's you know what, Geezer, next time I'm gonna go live. Yeah, so basically I've got George Best, when you get him on I got him from like, you know, like you get these little packs and he was like a shit, like he's a 98 rated, like it was like a bonus thing. So he's predominantly a right winger, but I play him on the left. I've got Garincha on the right, and then I got Haaland. Because I finished the season, I got 99 rated Haaland, but he's shit. It's like it's almost like real life, where in the box, but other than that, it's like there's no service. Yeah, and even when you put crosses into the box for him to, he's not there. And anyway, so I've been using 97 rated Kaka. Kaka's good. But
I tried to Wally's comment there. I tried to be George Best in the 80s, mate. Going on a bender every weekend.
Yeah.
That was about it.
You replicated it, didn't you? But yeah, next time I'm on, I'll go live about 10 anyway, so it's your sort of time. So maybe you can catch that one. Wally Dog, a fresh. What we got here? Found out just the other day that Bloodhound Gang are from King of Prussia.
King of Prussia.
Prussia. Oh, it's Prussia. Wait, hold on. What does that mean? Found out the other day.
Bloodhound. No, I don't know who Bloodhound Gang is.
I remember Freshy before speaking of King of... Is that how it's pronounced? Prussia?
Prussia, yeah.
Oh. Bloodhound Gang are from King
Prussia's
of...
well, a part of the old part, one of the old parts of Eastern Europe.
Yeah. Well,
the King of Prussia, of course, is Wally. That's where Wally comes from in America. That's his area is called Prussia, isn't it?
Oh.
And we used to call Wally the King of Prussia.
Oh, sorry. Bloodhound Gang is a group, and as always,
right. So
from Philly, just like Boys to Men, and he's never heard of them either.
It's been a while since I've associated Wally with Prussia. Been a while.
I live in King of Prussia. He lives there.
Yeah, some weird name, that, isn't it? Somewhere in the middle of America. I've even got East Palestine in America too.
Is it
weird? Yeah.
Right. I'm going to quickly play where Giza was located for the last couple of days, like last week. It's a short video. Let me just play this, and then we're going to speak about West Ham's business, and then we'll get into the show. Let me play this.
There you go, boys. Noosa heads. There you go, yeah. Beautiful. Broad Beach goes on the Gold Coast.
So rather than fulfill your channel duties, you went to that shithole.
Yeah, I just went that shithole. Just
where's your
not
priorities,
annoying
mate?
as fuck it was. It's annoying as fuck.
That hotel and shit that's crazy. Right next to there, overlooking the beach and that.
Yeah,
and,
there's
the architecture as well. I was like, shit, this is fucking nice, man.
Yeah, some beautiful buildings there. And that area, Broadbeach, when I first come to Australia, there was hardly anything there, man. And, you know, since the late 80s, that's just gone berserk. And high rise after high rise after high rise. Some really modern, gorgeous buildings there, too. So, yeah, it's a nice area, Broadbeach. And it's about, I don't know, 2 miles away from Surfers, which is the real hub of the Gold Coast. You know, the real nightclubby, you know, full-on sort of tourist. But that Broadbeach is like sort of 2 miles down the beach, and it's a little bit more quieter. Still busy, but a bit quieter, and maybe more of an older crowd. It's sort of a better place to hang around, you know. Yeah.
So
when I was first there, I was in the middle of Surfers.
So you've seen that place develop from nothing.
Yeah,
what it is
very much so. When I first went to Australia, I moved to the Gold Coast, the main beach, which is the other side of Surfers, the north side. It was honestly, it was just like a big surfy town. I wouldn't call it. Now it's like a massive city, and it has changed completely, absolutely completely. But it was amazing, especially playing football there. I got to know all the, you know, the Broadbeach Soccer Club and all the others, and got to know there's so many expats. You know, you became that in a community, within a community there, the football sort of community. Barbecues every weekend, someone's having a party or someone's birthday. So that's how I got to know a lot of people on the Gold Coast and through football. And yeah, it was great. And it was, you know, what a place to play football in.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. What we got here? Right, so Wally says it's in the western suburb of Philly, has largest mall in America. Very nice. He says about your location, your little trip away.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Freshie says Kieran never off shark duty.
Yeah, yeah. I had to report one the other day. It was an attack the other day.
Charlie boy, hope you're well. I hope you can take part as well, Charlie, because we want to
Charlie boy.
We want to every week just collect the scores and have a league table and all that. So yeah, if you're available,
it's been a while. It could take 6 hours to get this done.
Nah, we'll get through this quickly. It just So this week, Charlie, is Championship and Community Shield, Man City v Man United.
Because we done the network show during the week. So the last couple of weeks, we had a shark attack down in Port Macquarie, and Shauna said that. And fucking surfer, it took the surfer's leg. It was a big great white, and there was video of it too. Ooh. Got to see video. I know they took it down because it weren't meant to go onto YouTube, but it did. Someone released it at Channel 7. I don't know if there was a surf event going on, but it was. I actually saw the video of the fucking big great white coming out of the water attacking the surfer. Fuck me. But he lost his leg. I'm pretty sure he survived. And then one up in the Northern Territory, a doctor was fishing on this bank of a river, and the fucking bank gave way and he fell into the water, and a fucking crocodile straight away come bang.
Shit.
Took him. Never found him.
Oh my God.
You mean, fuck me, Nick. Yeah, 2 in a couple of weeks. You mean, Jesus. Like I said, it's rare, but
do you know
the old buses too come on.
Do you know what? Just when you speak about the surfer guy,
yeah.
I think if you think about it, mentally, that person is fucked. Only because I'm saying they love surfing so much that they risk those waters, yeah? Even though it's a very, very slim chance. But now he can get on with he's going to be able to live, you would imagine, but he can't surf anymore. The one thing that this person probably loves doing, he can't do that no more, even though he's alive.
There's many a surfer that have been attacked by sharks that still go out there.
But he's lost
and
his
still
leg,
surf, mate. Some have had half their gut bitten off, and they're still out there surfing. Someone's just got bit and didn't lose his leg. There's quite a few of them.
But I'm saying him losing his leg, that option's gone.
Yeah,
that's gone.
Whether he'll ever want to go out in the ocean is probably down to him mentally, whether he can handle it. He could go out on a paddleboard and do body surfing. things like that. You've seen that before with guys with missing limbs. But yeah, man, a tough one. Because I say they love it so much, they don't care about the danger. They know it's minimal, but it is a danger. Once you're out there, man, there's sharks there. It's as simple as that. There's sharks swimming around you. You know, they're not everywhere, but they're there.
And then the doctor one is like, that's like fucking.
Oh, that's just fucking unlucky, man. That was just horrible. His wife was there as well and kids.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. On the back. Fucking hell. That was terrible.
Yeah, and that's the one where you think you're not in any danger. You're just doing. You understand? Like, there's no risk of any. You
know, and you know when I've told you before about my mishap when I fell out the fucking canoe and I was in saltwater country. It weren't far away from there. It was up in Cooktown, and that was the next town on from us where we parked at the beach. So it weren't far away. I mean, I got lucky. I got to swim to the fucking thing without one hitting me, and he did. As soon as he hit the fucking water, the boy was there. Bang. Must have been watching him from the bank.
I was going to say, do you think the croc was aware that the bank was weak?
No, I reckon he was aware. He was fishing, so he's throwing bait in probably, and throwing bait in to catch fish, and I think that would have attracted the croc.
Oh.
And that croc would have been under the water that you don't see in them murky waters. You cannot see them, but they're there, and he would have been watching him. You know what he was throwing in, and that got the whiff of food. Next thing he's in the water. I went, "Ooh, you fucking bait!" And they usually drag you under crocs, right? And they drown you. That's what their first thing to do is, and you jam you under a tree roots or whatever to keep you underwater, and then they'll come back for you later. That's usually what they do.
Fucking hell.
So I don't think they were searching for him though. They brought out the SES to search for him. I haven't seen a report in the last few days whether they actually got to find him or not.
Yeah, that's terrible. Inky says Skegness is better than where you was.
Of course it is, Inky. Yeah, I've heard that.
Right, Robert says if you're going to talk about West Ham's transfer business all night. Charlie said that place where you was at looks like Tampa.
Yeah, it'd be a similar vibe as well, Charlie, down that way. Tampa Bay, yeah, it would be very similar, man. Big surfy area, and just full of buildings and restaurants, and very nice, man.
Charlie boy, how you loving this window? Says Freshy. We got a guy named Guido. Yeah, so that guy there, he just came out of nowhere, didn't he? And he's obviously a World Cup winner.
Yeah, free transfer.
Is it Rodriguez? Is it Guido Rodriguez or Rodrigo Guido? What is his name?
Is it Rodriguez or Martinez? One of them.
Rodriguez, I think. But is it Guido
Rodriguez? It was, yeah, it was Rodriguez. Yeah. There you go. I can't knock that, man. It's a free transfer. The boy's fucking got all the experience in the world. He is cover for Alvarez. And at the moment, Alvarez is injured. So, you know what I mean? We've always needed that cover for Alvarez, didn't we? We tried to do it with Phillips, didn't work out. And this guy could be that. Or you might have two defensive midfielders in there. If Socek is surplus of requirements, it's a possibility. And you'd have them two in the centre of midfield being defensive midfielders. Or you use them as one once Alvarez is fit. It'd be interesting.
And it seems to be, I mean, we don't really speak about transfer speculation, but it seems to go to Debo, I think that's how you pronounce it. Is he almost done or?
Yeah, apparently he's at West Ham now getting photographs, but, done the medical. Hasn't been announced, but it most likely be announced tomorrow sometime.
So we're going to imagine it's Tadibo and Kilman as and by all accounts, this was Lopetegui. This is the two people that he wanted as his centre backs, and he's got them. And he's got them. And there you go. He's got what he wanted. So all you can ask for is to be given the tools to do a job, isn't it? He's been given the tools now, mostly. And it looks like Wan-Bissaka, that latest report a couple of hours ago, was he's just about done. Is that happening? Yeah, because apparently the last couple of hours they reckon it's going to be done in the next couple of days. It will be done. For me, if we go, I rate Wan-Bissaka like highly, and I think he would suit West Ham. He's coming from a big club. He wasn't one of these people that went like Zaha, you know, went from Palace and then sort of got swallowed up. He stood his ground there and proved to be, you know, a capable enough player. So West Ham ain't getting. Because I weren't sure. I mean, if we get him, we're not getting somebody who's past their sell-by date. Like far from it. And
no, far from it.
That would be a massive signing. And all of a sudden, you add Emerson to those three, and you've got a great backline. Those
three really changes the complexity of the team completely.
Exactly.
Right, because you're basically replacing. Ogbonnana's gone. I think Zuma's going to be out the door in the next few days. So you're looking at Kilman, a completely new partnership in the centre half. Now, we conceded more goals last year than fucking ever, didn't we? We were terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, letting in goals. Now you could, and if he wants to play a back three, that could be Kilman, Tobido, fucking Basaka.
Yeah.
That could be, you know, your back three if he chooses to go that way. And when now with the other signings, man, you know, you got Somerville now on the left. We've got a real left winger. You got Kudos Bowen to fit in. Pakatava, fucking hell, man. Alvarez and that, you know, that Guido. Fucking hell. The headache you'll have is what fucking 11 takes the pitch.
Which is we do need that though. We need a headache.
As I done this, you know, a long while back, but I researched and looked at all the players, who's coming to end of their contracts, who's getting to, and I knew this year that I said back then that we need at least 8 players coming in when you see what's going to leave. Now, remember, January, we got rid of 3. We got rid of Kera, Fornals, and
Ben Rama.
There was 3 gone already. Now, you're looking at, we're losing here, Zuma, Ogbonna, they're the first 2. We might lose Soucek. We might still lose again. You know, we lost with Johnson, the young right back. He gone. You know,
Mabama went. I know he wasn't really, but he still went.
Yeah, he still went. And Flynn Downs.
Yeah.
You know, so I knew we needed at least 8, and we're just about there now if these 2 come in. So Dave had, you know, obviously Steinem recognised that. He's going to have to bring in a lot of players. You know, and it completely transforms that team. And Full Krug up front.
Oh yeah, we forgot about Full Krug.
Oh, Fuller, we got him as well. Hey, fucking hell, where's his money? The one that with Tobido though is coming on a loan for a year. Then we're buying him.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go on the books that 40 million that we're going to play or whatever it is, 35 million.
35 mil, yeah.
It won't go on the books till next year. So.
Because I know Juve was interested, but I think he got sort of a bit pissed off at how maybe they weren't really pulling out all the stops to get him. So
they didn't have the money. I don't think Titch should bowl down to that. West Ham, you know, priced them out of the game.
Yeah,
they just didn't have the money, and which is a lot of the Italian football at the moment. It all seems to be a bit skint in Italy. So they didn't have the buying power that West Ham had. So
right, let me get through the comments and then get back to the signings quickly. He's Argentinian, but his family is Italian. That's Guido or Rodriguez. I don't get in the ocean, says CB. He won't be right. Oh shit! Freshie says about that shark attack. He won't be riding a unicycle again. Tobido done all my accounts. Tobido done all my accounts. What have I missed?
Yeah, the signing's done by everyone's account.
Oh, done by all accounts. Sorry, my bad. I thought he said done all my accounts. Where are we getting all this cash to spend on all this?
Yeah.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka is closed after Man United payment sorted out his payment. So he's waiting for some sort of payoff, isn't he?
Yeah.
Charlie says we're getting the money from Quicken Loans. Fresh says our net spend is under 70 million. Wally. Plus we've had the second 33 installment of the Rice money, 33 million installment.
Yeah. And plus that Tobido money isn't classed in there.
Yeah.
The Kilman money is, Fuller's money is, and Somerville. And then we sold Downs for 18 million. So I suppose that will come in.
Apparently, still more to come, says Robert. Sounds good, fresh. Forgot about all the Rice money. Right, Charlie says, if the gaffer got the guys he wanted, then I support it. Exactly. Right, let's get back to those guys.
Exactly that, Charlie boy. He got the boys he wants.
Inky would be the best person in this chat to give us an insight into Somerville. But what we do know is he was a championship player of the season. Now, the championship's got 24 teams. So that's a big pool to pick from. And he was selected as the player of the championship. So have West Ham made a good signing in Somerville? We
hope so. We certainly hope so. It'd be such a problem, that left side for us. You know, even when we, we're not end up with a trophy, the left side will always a problem for us. We've tried everyone in there, haven't we? You know, through 4 hours out there, Ben Rama out there, we fucking Paqueta's been out there. We've thrown it. Young Johnson was out there. What? He tried anyone and everyone out there, and it's never worked. They've never been proper left wingers. I think this boy will work, but we shall see.
We've got 42 million for Benny, Tilo, Downs, and Trott.
Right, that's what it added up to, Sean. 42 mil, yeah. So that was good business. Yeah, Downs was good business. 18 mil. We paid about 10 for him, didn't we?
12.
So that was good business.
I think it was 12 mil. Inky says he will be good for you. Yeah, I remember. I rated him when Leeds were in the Premier League. Obviously, once the Championship, I didn't see a lot of Championship football, let alone Leeds playing in the Championship. So he's young. He's got Premier League experience. Like I said, he was the Championship player of the season.
Just seen him on his interview the other day. Fucking there's nothing of him.
Yeah,
I mean, he's so slight, that boy. But the bits I have seen of him last year, and I thought, fuck me, yeah, this kind of boy I want.
Yeah,
I like. Yeah, so.
I'm excited by that. How do you say his name? Fulkrog. How do you pronounce his name? Fulkrog.
Fulkrog. But in his thing, he said he likes to be called Fuller.
Okay. So do you think if Moyes was in charge, you would convert him into a striker fullback because of his name?
Oh, he'd be a fullback. Yeah, he'd be defensive striker, mate.
Yeah, he say to Moyes, you can call me Fuller. When you said fullback, all right, fine. Yeah, you're fullback. Do you reckon that, I know we needed the signings, but do you think this sort of just reinforces the fact that maybe the ball didn't want to give Moyes too much power in the transfer because they knew, listen, we need him. Once the manager comes in, we need him to pick his own players.
Absolutely. Look what was happening with Moyes and Stein. We're chasing McTominays. We're chasing fucking Maguires on that, and they never really got over the line, did they? I think we're somehow only half trying there. Stein and Moyes didn't work. And I remember saying at the time when I was with Budgie there, maybe yourself, when we signed Stein, I thought it was the best signing West Ham had made for years, because this was looking to a future of how to bring in players, keep them, nurture them, maybe sell them later at a profit, have a good team, mix it up with some experience, which is good, which he's sort of done with Fuller. That's not really one that you're going to ever be making any money out of. You're just going to hope he does a job for you while he's there. But the young guy, Somerville, could be. This Guilherme still, he's another one that probably one for the future. He could be in that mould that's worth a load of money later on if he makes it. Yeah. I think all these players, most of the signings we've made, could be, it could be a big stepping stone for them.
Yeah.
That could still be the case with Kudos and Paquetá. So I think he's been a great signing, Steiner, and he's starting to prove his worth now in this window.
Yeah.
Without that. And he's got a manager he can work with now, which helps.
I remember I said to you maybe off there with Guilherme or Guilherme, whatever. I want him straight in the squad. I don't, he's played first team football in Brazil, so it's not like we got him from a youth team. I'm hoping that he's good enough to be on the bench, coming on for 20 minutes, coming on for 30 minutes, and I just hope, I hope he does. Yeah, I hope that he's that player where we can use him from the start of the season. Obviously not as a starting player, you wouldn't imagine, but I just hope he's good enough to where the manager says, you know what, it's time for him to come on. We've got 30 minutes to go. You understand? I hope he's he's already that good. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he's at a level where he's ready to go. Because I think that will excite the fans, you know, rather than just signing him and he's there and he's playing in the League Cup and all of that. Yeah, like hopefully we get to see him early doors.
We will see with him. I say it's hard to fit this, 11 players on the pitch, isn't there? We've probably going to end up with a good 16, 17 first team players that you can switch around.
Which
you can change it around a bit. So.
We ain't had that, a strong bench, a whole strong bench for how long? So defensively, Mavropanos will be cover. Who else? Who else have we got as a centre back? If Zuma's going to be gone
again, and we don't know with again whether he's still out the door or staying. Yeah,
he don't strike me as a player that's going to be content sitting on the bench. Again, he just Yes, I
don't know.
Right, Freshie says Fuller better than Gerd Muller.
I do me if he's as good as Gerd Muller, I'll take that. More of a coach of that boy.
As soon as we lost at Wembley, I knew he'd be going. At least with him being at West Ham, I can wish him well. Exactly. Is Nonto still at Leeds? Like, who else was the young talent? Ed Nonto. Obviously, the boy went to Spurs. Archie Gray's gone to Spurs, isn't he? From Leeds.
Right. Where'd that Nonto go? Is he still there?
I think he's still there, yeah.
He impressed me a bit, but
right, so what's the time? 30 minutes in. Right. Listen, I'm assuming everybody in the chat is taking part. Like I said, ideally, wherever possible, you lot can make it and we just accumulate. And at the end of the season, we'll look at this league table. This will be the first time with 11 games where we're doing a new format. Freshie, let me just explain the concept to you. It's quite simple. We go through the games and then you pick how many cards you think you're having in this order. Cards, those cards include, coaches getting yellow cards and all of that. Corners, so total corners in the game. The new thing we've added is attempts or shots on target collectively, both teams. And then the final one is the correct score. So it's cards, corners, shots on target, correct score. All of them are worth 10 points, apart from the correct score is worth 15 points. All fun and games, quite simple. But yeah, it'd be good if we could just have a league table where every week people is trying to be at the top of that table. Right, what we got here? As soon as we lost him, hopefully we've done with selling. Yeah. Needs to get some numbers or players through the door now. Right, so let me just take you lot's names down. Where's Lawrence as well?
No, Lawrence.
No. And Malk. Malk normally comes late, isn't it? Right, let's go. Caesar.
Let's just make this cover and I'll be right.
Wally, Inky, Robert, Freshie, CB, Giza, Titch, Wally, Inky, Robert, Freshie, Inky, I've got him. Wally, got him. Right, so I've got everybody that's in the chat. Robert says, Inky, I read that West Ham approached him with the buyout clause when we were still in Europe, as that was in his clause. Yeah, I didn't know. I only knew we was linked to him like recently, Rob. I didn't know we was linked to him like earlier than this time. Did you hear that? Robert said that. He said he read that West Ham approached Somerville, tried to buy him with his buyout clause when we were still in Europe, as that was in his clause. So in his clause was obviously maybe if a team in Europe.
Yeah, I did hear something like that. Yeah,
but there was no news reports at the time, was there? Like normally,
very quiet.
Yeah, that one there. It's the first time I've heard that actually.
Yeah, apparently it was kept very quiet.
Right. Let me get the first game. So you lot, we'll do the 10 championship games, and then which is 8 tomorrow, I believe. 1 Sunday, 1 Monday. I think we've had some games tonight. Let me just check that, and then we'll do the Community Shield as the 11th game. Championship tonight. So Blackburn 4, Derby 2, Preston 0, Sheffield United 2. That's their level, isn't it? Sheffield United. Clean sheet away from home. I don't think they've done that at all last season. So yeah, that was the first 2 games of this new season.
If you needed to make one up, remember there'll be a Premier League game next Friday before we come on. No,
we've got 10 championship, and then we've got the fuck. But now you're saying the Premier League next week is before we even come on.
Yeah, one game anyway.
I mean, that's annoying because now actually we'll have to get. Obviously, we do Leeds anyway. It's always 11, and we'll have to get another game from somewhere else just to make it 11. So it's always 11 games because we're going to miss that Premier League one, aren't we?
Yeah.
Right. So pen and paper at the ready. The first game on this list is Cardiff at home to Sunderland, which is a 12:30. They've got quite a few 12:30 kickoffs. They're all 12:30 tomorrow. Yeah, Cardiff v Sunderland, everybody. Cardiff v Sunderland.
Jesus, I'm lost with this one. I haven't got a clue. I'm lost with all the championship now. I ain't got a bloody clue.
Yeah, the good thing is this is
the punt.
It's potluck, yeah, exactly. This is the warm-up. This is the Community Shield before we actually start. We won't have a clue about the Premier League either, because obviously new players. Yeah. We've had the Euros, so you don't know who's going to get rested, if anyone. Let me read this. Freshie says, yeah, there was some weird buyout in his clause that the team had to be in Europe. Yeah, it's strange. We didn't hear about that. Robert only found about the clause in last week. So yeah, even Inky. No one was aware of this. Right, so Wally says he's going for a 2-1 Cardiff. He says 4 cards, 10 corners, 10 attempts on target, and 2-1. 4, 10, 10, 2-1. Wally. Thanks for that, Wally. 4, 10, 10, 2-1. Yes, Titch. Couldn't see any stats for Preston v Sheffield. What happens there? Preston v Sheffield. Oh. Let me see that. Oh, shit. All games. 1 sec. Today. Sheffield v Preston. Stats. Yeah, they got the stats here, Robert, for that game on Flash Score. They've got it. Right, let's go back. Right. Who we got? Okay, Inky. Thanks for that. Inky says 1-2. So he's going Cardiff 1, Sunderland 2. 5, 9, 11, 1, 2.
Yeah, Inky should know more. We're just copying.
5, 9, 11, 1, 2. 7. Right. Freshie says Cardiff v Sunderland. Cards 4, corners 10, shots on target 12. He's going Cardiff 3, Sunderland 2. Thanks for that, Freshie. 4, 10, 12, 3, 2. Freshie. 4, 10, 12, 3,
2.
Yep, 3-2. Roberto says 0-2. So Cardiff 0, Sunderland 2. 4, 10, 11. Robert. 4, 10, 11. You know what would be interesting? Last season, did we get any troubles last year? I don't think we did. Or was it like a one-time thing where someone got all 3?
It might have been a one-time.
One time, I believe. But yeah, through the course of this season, somebody is going to get a quadruple. And I'm going to say this now before we do this. If you get a quadruple, you get an extra. You tell me how many points did they get for that as well?
Should get an extra 10 for that, yeah.
An extra 10. So they get the normal points plus a 10 if you get a quadruple. We've said it before a boy.
Yeah.
4, 10, 11, 4, 10.
Yeah, that'd be me again.
0-2. Right, CB. We're waiting on CB and me and you. What are you saying for Cardiff?
All right, I'll go 2-2. What do we want? Corners, isn't it?
No, cards first.
8 cards. 2-2. 5 cards. 8 corners.
And how many shots on target?
Shots. 9.
9. And you're saying 2-2, yeah?
Yeah.
Freshie says you can put that set across all my selections. Home win. He's going for the same thing.
Oh, he's got systems. Well,
hold on.
Home win 3-2 every time, every month 3-2.
Wait, hold on. Wait. What's Robert saying? It says error. 3 cards, 11 corners. Wait, hold on. He's saying 0-2, which we've already got. 4, 10, 11. 3. Right. Surely he's not saying 22 corners, is he? 3 cards, 11 corners. Right, Robert, just hold on a minute. Robert, just clarify what your selections are. Right, let me give you mine. Hopefully CB's gonna. Right, here we go. Okay, 3, 11, 11. And 0-2. Oh shit! So Robert's saying 0-2. Cardiff 0, Sunderland 2.
That's what I've got.
Yeah, sorry, you have actually. I was on Wally's bloody thing there. Right, 3, 11, 11, 0-2. 3, 11, 11, 0-2. Right, I've got that. Error means correcting the original selection. That again. Yeah, so he's changed not the score, but he changed the cards and the corners and the shots. Yeah, he's done all that. Right, let me go. Who's it? Cardiff Sunderland. For the score, I'm going to say I'm going to go 2-1 Cardiff. I think Sunderland is meant to be the better team, but I'm just thinking first of this season, they're at home. I'm going 2-1 Cardiff. I'm going to go 5 cards. Put that down here. I forget. 5 cards. We will go 9 corners. Shots on target. 8. 8 shots on target. And then I said 2-1. 2-1. Right. Next game is Hull v Bristol City.
Oh, there's a classic.
Hull v Bristol City. Right, so Robert's straight in. Robert has said Hull 2, Bristol City 3. Bristol City knocked us out of the FA Cup last year, didn't they? After a replay. 5, 13, 8. Robert. 5, 13, 8, 2, 3. Right, remember, Freshie's score is right. This is Freshie is 3-2 to Hull. Let me put Freshie's in there. 4, 10.
Right. 2 of them, 5 goal thrillers. Yeah, 0-0 this, mate. 0-0 this, y'all. Got that wrong.
Right, who's next? Got Roberts. Right, Wally says 2-1 to Hull. 4, 10, 10. Wally. 4, 10, 10, 2-1. Who's next? Inky says 3-1 to Hull. 4, 9, 9, 3-1. Inky. 4, 9, 3-1. Nice one, Freshie. Yeah, so he's going 3-2. Right. What are you saying?
Yeah, I'll go 1-0 to Hull.
Yeah.
7 corners, 4 cards.
Yeah.
And 9 shots on target.
And you said 1-1, was it?
1-0 to Hull.
Oh, to Hull, 1-0. What am I going to say for this game? Right, fuck it. I'm going to go Hull 1, Bristol City 2. So 1-2 for me.
Okay.
Cards and corners. I'm going to go for 6 cards. Corners. 10 corners. Shots on target. We're going to go for 11. And I said 1-2. 1-2. Right. Next game, everybody, is Leeds United v Portsmouth.
Ooh.
Leeds at home. I didn't know that. Leeds v Portsmouth. Right. It should be interesting.
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth, yeah.
Where were they? Where were they at the end of last year? Shit or what?
I don't even know. Oh yeah, shit. Sorry. Inky says, right, I'll give you his score in a minute because I'm picking for him. Inky. Right, my score and Inky's score will be the same, right? 5, 9, 11.
No.
5, 9, 11. I'm gonna say Leeds United 3, Portsmouth. Is it 1 or 0? Portsmouth 0. I'm going 3-0. We're going 3-0. Me and Inky 3-0. 3-0. And I might just put in the rest of mine. Cards, corners are going to be 4 cards. There will be 12 corners, mostly leads. It's going to be a domination. 4-12. 9 shots on target and 3-0. That's me done. Right. Wally says, Wally says 2-1 leads. 4-10-10. Wally's doing his system, isn't he?
I can see a pattern here, Wally. I can see a pattern. He's 2-1s. Fucking hell.
10.
Then again, so short.
Yeah,
Wally's 2-1s, but the Sean's going to be fucking 3-2s.
Right. Freshie has said Leeds 3-2. 4, 10, 12. Freshie. 4, 10, 12. 3-2 Leeds. That'll be a cracking game. Robert says 1-1. 4, 10, 10.
Ooh, Robert. 1-1.
4, 10, 10. 1-1. Portsmouth got promoted, says Inky. So they've come up. Yeah, Leeds definitely winning that one. They came up from the League One.
From behind, did they? Okay.
Yeah, and they're away from home. Wally says, I have no clue, so I'm using a simple system.
Well, not many of us here have got a clue about the championship anymore. But
nah, this is real potluck. This is What are you saying?
I'm going 2-0 to Leeds.
Yeah.
4 cards, 8 corners.
Yeah.
9 shots on target.
And 2-0, yeah? 2-0.
Sorry, what is your score against Hull, Bristol City, together?
Hull, Bristol. I said Hull 1, Bristol City 2.
Okay.
Robert says simple system for a simple bloke from Brokeback, a simple Brokeback Mountain guy. Right, the next game is Middlesbrough v Swansea. Middlesbrough managed by Michael Carrick. Middlesbrough. v Swansea. Anytime I think of Swansea, I think of your train story. It was Swansea. It was, yeah. It was Swansea.
Was there, right? You know.
It was Swansea, wasn't it? It weren't Cardiff. It was Swansea.
No, it was Swansea, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. You done that well, Titch, when you done the editing on that. It was really good.
That's funny. Yeah, you said it freezing, wasn't it?
Fucking freezing. Yeah. If you ever want to know what it's like going 80 miles an hour in a train with no windows, fucking in the middle of January.
Oh Lord. Yeah, that's fuck that. Inky says you lot are slumming it today down in the championship. Right, Freshy says, was going to ask to change all my scores to 2-1 until I twigged. Wally Dog had claimed it for his system. Yeah, so Wally is he's the master of the system, but sometimes he throws us off and he's
he switches it up now and again.
Yeah, and he's done well using his system as well. So yeah, have faith, trust in Wally. Right, what we're going to say. Right, Robert. So for this game, Middlesbrough v Swansea. Robert says 2-1 to Middlesbrough. 5-13-8. Robert. 5-13-8. 2-1. So Freshie obviously says Middlesbrough 4-3-2. Come on. 4, 10, 12, 3. You know he's going to get one of these 3-2s right in the championship, first game of the season. One of them will be 3-2. Inky said 3-0 to Middlesbrough. 5-11-8. 5-11-8. 3-0. Robert, hold on a minute. Hold on. Ignore the first one. Okay, wait. All right, cool. So yours is fine for Robert. It's just mine was changed. 5-8-7. Robert. 5-8. So the score's the same. 5.
You've got 2-1, haven't you?
Yeah. 7-2-1. 5-8-7-2-1. Got that. Wally says 2-1 to Middlesbrough. 4-10-10. So we got Freshie and Wally on the system.
Yeah, that every home team wins. That's what they're telling us.
So
Freshie's gone for 5-goal thrillers every game.
Let's see whether me, you, Robert, Inky.
If we get one of them right, I'll be fucking well done. Look, for what we know, mate, that score is as valid as fucking any other score.
No worries, Robert. Don't worry. Always bundles of goals on opening day. Yeah.
You can get a lot, yeah. You can do. Fucking not that many though, Schultz, for fuck's sake. 5 goals at every game. That would be a record.
What was the superfecta bonus? What's that?
If you get all 4 right.
Oh, you get an additional. Yeah, I'm hoping he means that. You get an additional 10 points. So normally, if you did get all 4 right, that's 45, and then you get a bonus 10 on top of that, so 55 points. If you get a quadruple. Right, it's just me and you for Middlesbrough v Swansea. Do you want me to go first, or are you ready to go?
I want to go another 2-0.
To Middlesbrough, yeah?
Yeah, 2-0 Middlesbrough. Fucking... Yeah, I'm going to stick around these lowest corners. 9 corners.
Yeah.
4 cards.
Yeah.
9 shots on target.
9 shots. And you said 2-0, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Middlesbrough Swansea. I'm going to go 2-2. We'll go 2-2 for that one. We'll have 6 cards. Corners. We'll have 11 corners. 6, 11. We'll have 11 shots on target. And we're going 2-2. Yes, we are. Right. So the next game, Freshie says he's getting all 4 correct. He's going to start the season on fire. 2-0. He said 2-0. 2-0 to Kieran system. Laugh out loud.
Only on 2 of them.
Right. We have next Millwall v Watford. Trey Deeney, I saw an article, I didn't read it. He said he fears for Watford this season. So I don't know what that means, but yeah, he said he fears for Watford. Anyway, Millwall, who are generally, I know one thing I do know is they're decent at home. So yeah, Millwall v Watford. Robert is straight in and he's saying Millwall 2, Watford 0. 5-13-10. Robert.
Fuck me, I forgot to put your score down again for that last game. What was it?
I said 2-2.
Oh.
Millwall, Watford.
What's Robert got? 2-0.
Millwall v Watford. Right, here we go. So Robert said 5-13-10. 10 2-0. Who's next? Inky says he's got Millwall 1, Watford 2. 4-11-8. Inky, how long you got left of your maths? When does that? When do you finish your maths? For your studies. Right. Freshie said I was answering your question of what I was answering your question of what a superfecta was. Oh, that means you get all 4 correct. That's the term for superfecta.
Oh, is that what it is? No, we got. That's a betting term. All right. There you go. We're calling it superfecta. If you get the superfecta, you get an extra 10 points.
That, didn't you? You knew. Remember, you said to me the superfecta. Superfecta. I've never heard that before. Right,
it would be. I tell you what, it's a tough one to get right. 4. I tell you.
Right. Wally should get a bonus point. He says Millwall 0, Watford 3, F Millwall. So he's gone against his system for the score.
Just a sticky into Millwall.
Yeah. 4-10-10 0-3. He's sacrificing his points. Millwall Watford scored. Oh, and look, Freshie's gone the opposite way as well. He's saying 2-3. So yeah. 4-10-12.
I just wrote down 3-2 to him, and now I'm changing it.
He can't even write their name.
2-3.
And
2-1.
Oh, passed O level this year. So you've done, yeah? Well done. Congratulations.
Well done, Iggy.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, because when he was doing that, it was the Euros, wasn't it? It was coming up to that. So yeah, he would have finished by now. Well, Freshie, the only other time you have to do Millwall is the 2 times Leeds play them. Because remember, this is always Premier League plus Leeds. But this week we're doing so the only other time will be when Leeds play them. I'm sure you're going to give Leeds a victory both times.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry. What did you say?
I went 2-1 to Millwall.
Yeah.
I can't lose there. If they get hammered, happy days. Fucking 4 cards. 8 corners.
Yeah.
10 shots on target.
And you said, what was the score you said?
2-1.
Watford. No, Millwall.
Millwall, yeah.
2-1. Right. I'm going to go Millwall 1, Watford 2.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm going to go Millwall dirty cunts. I'm going to go 7 cards in that game. 7 cards. Corners. 7 corners. That's quite low, actually. But still, 7 corners. Shots on target. I'm gonna go 8. And I said 1-2 Watford. Nice one, Inky. Back at college in September for English and IT. For fuck's sake, Kieran, you turncoat.
Yeah, sorry about that.
What he says, I'll be fuming if Millwall win 2-1. That's his system.
I don't quite have the hatred anymore for Millwall that I did when I was fucking 18. It don't bother me that much. Never fucking played them anyway. I only remember playing them about 3 times in the fucking life.
Did you ever watch the film? Fuck's sake. What was the film? Football Factory.
Yeah.
Danny, did you ever watch
Danny
that?
died many years ago, yeah.
Yeah. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was all right. It was pretty good. It weren't a bad one. It was a bit more realistic than, say, Green Street.
I've never seen that Green Street.
But the original sort of hooligan movie, what was it called with the thing? That was fucking impressive. That was scary.
What one was that?
Oh, Sean will know. What's his name was in it? Great. He ended up being a great British actor. One of his first things he ever did. Oh, fuck now, I forget the name of it. But that was good. That was more a Millwall West Ham thing. That was quite scary, that was a bit realistic. At the end of it, I think he shoots, brings a shooter to the fucking pub and shoots a fucker. But yeah, really good film.
I think when you say the name, then I'll know. I don't know where I've seen it, but if you want to say the name, I would have heard of it.
I've just forgotten the fucking name of it. Sean will know. No, I can guarantee I'll Robert. But that was quite a below budget sort of film, but very, very realistic of the time. It's quite scary.
Right, the next game is newly promoted Oxford against Norwich City.
Who we got?
Norwich. Oxford v Norwich, and Oxford are newly promoted. Yeah, I was gonna say Scum, but Scum wasn't a football movie, was it?
Was it? What?
Scum weren't a football movie, was it?
Sorry, couldn't hear that.
Scum wasn't a football movie, was it?
No, that was
No.
that was Ray Winston and a Borstal movie. That was one. I went to the premiere of that. Would you believe that?
Is it?
Fuck knows how. Someone I knew somebody in the music in the film industry, and they got us tickets. I mean, it was a Prince Charles Theatre up in the West End, and it was a premiere of this film, Scum. Never, didn't know what the fuck it was. Fucking hell, man! I came out of there. Fucking hell,
traumatized.
Oh, yeah, man. I was only, I couldn't know. It must have been 18 at the time. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, it was red carpet shit and all that bollocks. Premiere. Ray Winston was there, and they're all there. But fucking hell, man, what a film! It scared the life out of me. When I was that age, so I could have been younger. I could have been 17. But, you knew a lot of geezers, right? Man, you could fucking easily go the wrong way. When you watch that film Scum, if that ever convinced you not to go the wrong way, it was that. You go, fuck that.
And you'd have to think that film probably did have that effect on certain people, where they.
Fucking you did. Fucking, that's what Borstal was like back in the day, and I reckon it is a true indication of how brutal it was.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. It was horrible. Yeah, horrible.
That
fucking horrible film.
Put
brilliant.
People on the straight and narrow. Right. What he says: half of the US West Ham fans found West Ham through Green Street.
Yeah, we found that, Wally, haven't we? When we used to be on American Hammers and asking a lot of their guests that came on and that when Wally was hosting with Tim and that. But a lot of them, it's amazing how many, Green Street sort of led them into supporting West Ham, which is fine. But it is amazing.
Was it? It weren't This Is England.
No, not This Is England. Precious. Well before that, it's a West Ham Millwall sort of movie. Oh, if I can get the name of the actor, I'd have it. It was, God, this would have been late. I'm going to guess late 70s.
Let me
It was
type it in.
before This Is England, well before. And it was set in London, and it was about that. It was about West Ham Millwall sort of thing, and others.
Right, let me just.
Man, it was fucking tough film, man.
Not Football Factory, Green Street, no. The Firm, no. ID, no. 95. Rise of the Foot Soldier, no. Away Days, no. Cass, no. The Hooligan Wars. That's what they've got here. That's 2012. So it's not even, yeah.
I'd say I'm going to guess it's late 70s, maybe early 80s. Oh, I can see the boy's face, the actor, and I can't fucking get his name.
Right, sorry, let's go here. Right, so for this Oxford v Norwich, Inky has gone for Oxford 0, Norwich 2. 4, 11, 7.
Who's that? Inky 0-2?
0-2. 4, 11, 7. 0-2. Next up is Walito. It says 2-1 to Oxford. 4, 10, 10. Wally. 4, 10, 10. 2-1. Freshie has said 3-2 to Oxford. 4, 10, 12. 3-2. He said, "Is it the Firm?"
Yes.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard of that.
That's the one, Sean. It is the Firm.
I've heard of that. Have I seen that?
Yeah, that was a very realistically done. Well, a lot of it was. Fucking hell.
So that's the one,
scary.
yeah.
Yeah.
Away Days. He's put after that. Is that another film?
It was the Firm. Fucking hell.
Here we go. The Firm says Wally with a young Gary Oldham.
Gary Oldman. That's the boy, Wally. That's the boy I shot the fucking thing of. Gary Oldman became a great top actor, didn't he, in Hollywood? But yeah, that's one of the first things he ever did, man. Fuck me. And he played the part well, seeing though he's not like that. He fucking sort of nailed it. He was a fucking nutcase in it. Fucking
well, look, Wally had 3 attempts at his surname and got them all wrong. He's put Gary Oldham. Then he's put Oldham. Then he's got Oldham.
Gary.
It's Oldman, isn't it? Is it Oldman?
Gary Oldman,
yeah. So unlucky, Wally. We have to deduct 20 points off of this week's total.
Yeah, minus 20. Start.
Right, Robert has said Oxford 1, Norwich 2. 4-13.
Right, Robert. 1-2.
Yep. 13, 10, 1, 2. Right, it's just me and you. You ready?
Yeah, I'm going to with Robert. I'm going to 1-2.
Yeah.
And
cards.
5 cards.
Yeah.
9 corners.
How many shots on target or attempts on target? Whatever.
Shots on target 11.
11. And you said 2-1 to Norwich, innit? Did you say 1-2?
Yep. Yeah, 1-2.
All right. All right. He's corrected himself at the 4th attempt. Said Oldman. Then he said he can't spell.
The old man.
And we know you can spell, so that's a lie. So that's another 10 points deducted for lying. Bringing the game to disrepute. That's 50 points off next week.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can spell Brokeback. You spelled out right.
Right. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 1-0. Yeah, 1-0.
1-1.
1-1. Right. One second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 3 cards.
Yeah, you seem to be at least one draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got 2 up already. Yeah.
3 cards. Corners. 8 corners. Shots on target 6. And I said 1-1. Next game is QPR v West Brom.
Ooh.
Was that the Was that the two clubs that Odemwingie went between? Did he go from? Remember Peter Odemwingie when he drove all the way? Did he drive from QPR to West Brom thinking he's going to get signed? You remember that? Was it? Well, I swear that was the two clubs. He was at QPR. Was he at QPR? You remember that Peter Odemwingie, Nigerian?
Remember the name, yeah.
And he drove all the way, and Sky Sports have got him outside the ground on camera and all that. He's thinking he's signing for West Brom, and it didn't happen, so he had to go back. So I'm sure it was QPR to West Brom. I'm sure, like he drove from London all the way up there. I'm sure that's the two clubs. Anyway, QPR v West Brom. 1 sec.
Yeah, what I did see. I see a little YouTube thing there about the supposedly 5 new rules for next season. Did you see that?
Nah.
Yeah, they're not, well, say rules, but one of them is, you know, they announced the team an hour before. Well, this season, they've got to do it 75 minutes before.
Oh, wow.
That's a rule change, man. Yeah, well, whatever difference that fucking makes, I don't know. So all these people that are doing the, you know, reviews of the games in this YouTube before it, you'll get the team 15 minutes earlier.
Do you reckon that's more for the betting companies where they can sort of get their
Yeah, maybe it goes yeah, it could well be some reason like that in it. I don't see what difference it makes to me, but
yeah,
that obviously the semi-automated VAR is going to be in play.
Yeah,
the offside,
which we had at the Euros.
Yeah, and the Copa America.
Oh yeah.
And the other thing is, if that referee goes to the screen and changes the decision, he has to come on the pitch, mic'd up, and explain to the crowd on the tannoy why. Yeah.
Okay.
So that'll be happening.
It's all about to go down, baby.
Forget what the other two silly things were, but
right. Big up CW. Had a nice conversation with him after my FIFA or EA Sports, whatever you want to call it.
CW.
Yeah. Glad you could join us, my brother. He says it's only bloody Titch and CD.
It only is.
It only is. Hold on a minute. Wait. Hold on. Robert says oh, okay, sorry. I thought, yeah. Right. Evening, CW. Hope you're well. Right. QPR v West Brom. Right. Robert says 2-2. Hold on. 2-2. 122 8. That's right. I said 22. He's saying 22 corners, 1 card. Fucking hell. Shit.
22 corners. Fucking hell.
Bloody hell.
There's a number.
Robert. 2-2. No, sorry. Let me do this thing. Right. He's saying 1 card, and he makes up for that lack of cards in corners. 22 corners. 8 shots on target and 2-2. That's Roberto done. Charlie says, "What a time to be alive!" Seeing us,
yeah, CW, mate, they're fucking flying in the door, aren't they? Can't hold them back. Sliding in the door.
Inky says, "QPR 1, West Brom 2, 5-11-8." Inky 5-11. You know what you should do, CW? After the show, I should put the fixtures in the comments. Then you can just put your predictions in, because we want to accumulate every week for a league table. So anyway, whether you can or not, I'm going to put the fixtures after this in the comment section. 5-11-8-1-2.
Yeah, let them know the format now.
Yeah,
the score, the corners, the cards, and shots on target.
Shots on target, yeah. Right. Hey Harlow, which is it Jack Harlow? He's calling him Jack Harlow, says Wally. Right. Freshy says QPR v West Brom Albion, the Peter Odemwingie derby. Yes, it was that. See, thank you very much for clarifying that. Score 3-2. Right. So he's going 3-2 QPR. 4-10-12. Freshy.
It's going to be about 50 goals in this round, according to Sean.
3-2. Yeah, 50. 5 times 10, isn't it? Right. Wally. All right, Wally, what's yours? Wally hasn't put no, he hasn't. Oh, maybe he has. 1 sec. Shit. Oh. Oh my days! Right, sorry. I didn't realize it's here. Right, here we go. It was the other way round, Titch. He drove. Oh, sorry. He drove from West Brom to QPR.
Yeah. That's
Oh, Freshie says, "Evening, other Charlie boy." Robert, Freshie, evening, lads. Can't believe no more baby bells with a crying emoji. Big up, Malk. Hi, gang. Have I done it down and come in your back? No, we ain't about to finish. We are maybe halfway through.
There you go, Malk.
I'm glad you could join. I did ask for you, Mount. I wasn't sure. I know. I said Mount. I said, "Where's Lawrence?" I said, "A Mount normally comes a bit later." Mount, what I will do if you want to is I'll put the fixtures in straight after this finishes in the comments section of this video. It would be good if you can, just because we are going to try to keep a little league table and all of that. I'm glad you could join us though. But no, we ain't finished yet. We still got a few more championship games, and then we've got the Community Shield, which will be the 11th game. Will they still be eating them recreationally? Me too, Charlie. That's bold, Robert. 22 corners. Okay, Wally's going now. Great shout, Titch. Lob them in the comments, and I'll have a swing. Okay, good. So, all right. So, Malk, you and Charlie Walsh, I was going to say Charlie Boy, don't bother just doing it now. Just do it all in the comment section. What a goal is... When a goal is scored, match officials will only start adding time to the end of the match when the delay between the goal and the subsequent kickoff exceeds 30 seconds. So it's not just automatically 30 seconds.
All right. Okay, it's another one. I didn't mention that one. In
celebrations go on. They do go on for a long time, so they kind of need to add that as a standard thing anyway.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just drag out the celebration. Right. Wally says 2-1 to QPR.
Right.
4, 10, 10, 2-1. 4, 10, 10, 2-1.
Yeah, I've always had a soft spot for QPR.
Yeah.
You with Stan Bowles and Rodney Marsh at the time. I always had a soft spot for QPR. I used to like going to their ground too. It was a nice little ground there. I liked it.
Good luck with the new job, CW. Wally says points deduction for the late guys. Good shout.
Yeah, I think so. They both start -10. No, yeah, goes without saying. Wally, goes without saying.
Right, I'm going to try and play this, just because I want to add these little things to the show. And basically on Facebook, which I don't really use, but I go on there just to, and then they've got the reels. But I've been listening to some of these like football. One of them was Neil Warnock today. He was talking about his experience with Adel Taarabt. Remember at QPR? And he says, and obviously he's putting on the accent. He says that Adel Taarabt came to say, "Oh, boss, I need to go. My friend has been shot. I need to go and see him and his mum in France." He's like, "Okay, Adel, that's important. You go." He said, and then I don't know if it's the same day or the day later. No, he said then they lost. The next game they lost 4-0 away to someone or whatever. Obviously, Taarabt didn't play. After that, the secretary or somebody calls him in and said, "Oh, I've just found Adele's passport." So he's thinking, so you clearly haven't gone to France then, have you? Anyway, he says, "All right, when he comes in," she went, and then he went, "When he comes in, call me." Like, so she comes and she said, "Right, don't say anything to him, tell him to come into my office, whatever." So he comes into the office and he goes, "How you doing, Adele? Like, how did it all go?" Yeah, he's fine, blah, blah. He goes, "Okay, good. Yeah, got your passport here. So how did you get back?" And then Neil Warnock said to him, "Don't fucking say anything." He said, "You make sure on fucking Sunday or Saturday, you fucking score." He said he scored after 4 minutes. And then after that, he was kind of anonymous in the game. so obviously, where that was his maverick and all of that, he kind of made allowances for him. But yeah, like just blatant fucking lie. Like,
yeah, lying.
Right. It was quite long-winded, but basically, the guy talking, this is on another football podcast, I can't remember what it's called, but the guy talking, he's an ex-pro. I recognize him, but I can't think of his name. Anyway, he said that Gaza was quite OCD. When Gaza was hanging around with that Jimmy Fivebelly at Middlesbrough, I think they signed Andy Townsend, or Gaza signed. And anyway, Townsend was like a down-to-earth, good, clean-cut guy. So they said they had Andy Townsend staying with Gaza and Jimmy Five Bellies, you know, just to keep him sort of in order. And every morning they would come to training with like 3 mugs of tea or coffee, like all the same mugs that he's got out of Gaza's house. And then he said, anyway, I think they had a week off. So Andy Townsend said he's going to go to the Midlands or wherever he was, based in the Midlands from Teesside or whatever, 3 hours drive. So he's gone back to the Midlands. Now, Jimmy Five Bellies is in his house with Gaza. And then Gaza says he comes up to Jimmy Five Bellies at like, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night, for instance, and says, where's the 6th mug? It's not hanging on the cup holder or whatever. He says, I don't know. He goes, yeah. He said, I can't sleep if I know one of them's lonely and not with his mates and that. Being serious. So he said, I don't know. And then I think they made a few phone calls and then they thought, oh shit, Andy Townsend must have it. He must have taken it back there. He said to Jimmy Five Bellies, you're gonna have to go and get it. He said, I can't go to sleep knowing that he's alone and without his friends and all of that.
Fucking man.
Anyway, he drives all the way to the Midlands, and Townsend's got like, you know, gates, security gates and all that. So he's buzzing on the door, whatever. The wife answers, and eventually it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. Andy Townsend says, like, what the fuck are you doing here? He goes, oh, I've come to get Gaza wants his mug. He said, what? Anyway, gets the mug for him, drives back, gets back around 5 a.m. Gaza's sitting in the kitchen, like, waiting. As soon as he gets the mug, he puts it back on there. Then he goes to bed.
Fuck this. That is mental. That's worse than you.
Yeah, that's worse than me.
I'll tell you.
That's nuts.
No, man, that's mental.
Yeah. You think how many stories like that there must be of Gaza?
Wow, I think there's hundreds, isn't there?
Sorry, I missed some comments. Right, this one here. Mount says, if I get back round to it, Titch, I'm deep into seeking the truth about our country, and I see how you got the name Wally. Yeah, I'm a truth seeker. But yeah, I don't even want to get onto that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about just Earth in general. Before we move, do you believe that there's land that's being hidden from us? I do. Do you believe there's anything beyond the poles that is heavily protected? You know, there's, I don't know, 54, 58 countries have signed a treaty in, I think, 1958, basically saying no one can claim it, no one can explore it. It's the only place on Earth that many countries have signed a treaty to say, look, no one goes there.
No. No.
You don't believe nothing's beyond the poles?
No.
I do. Anyway, right, where are we going?
I better give up. This QBR West Brom ain't done it yet, with me and you.
No, right, let's do that one first, yeah.
Oh, I better get that way. 2-1 to QBR.
Yeah.
8 corners.
Yeah.
3 cards.
3, 8. Yeah.
And 9 on target.
And you said what was the score? 2-1 QPR?
Yeah.
Right. I'll give you mine. Let me just get all this. I don't want to miss any comments.
I was going to miss it.
One sec. Darren, no. Read this. Very bold. Read this. Big shit. Love them in the comments. Have a swing. I will do. Well, when I go, we read this. Boom. Yeah. Mount. Good luck with the job. CW. Point deduction for the late. We've read that. All right. VAR will be used in the championship from this season. I didn't know that. Was it used?
I didn't know that.
Was it used tonight then, Inky, in the 2 games tonight? It must have been. I didn't
know that. I wonder what the fans' response is to that, because I think it was quite refreshing watching some championship stuff last year without it. But yeah, it'll be interesting what the fans think of that.
So Charlie's departure and new horizon, is it? No, what's the word? New beginnings or whatever has been officially announced today. You'll be using your accounting skills with the analytics CW. Hi, Charlie, mate. I'm a big Wally. Mark. Wally were minorly. Thankfully, the others are all small and do kind of stuff for fun. I just have to make it look good in videos and on podcasts. Boom. Nice, good luck to you all. There's aliens based under Antarctica. I know Wally. I believe Wally believes there's land beyond the poles. Do you know governments don't rule countries? See, Do you know that?
Right. No. Well, do I think governments rule? No. I think big farmers and big high tech and corporations run countries. I've always believed that. So, yeah, there's nothing new in this. I mean, the puppets they'll put in place in governments, to me, are just puppets. They're just an arm of big corporations. Money rules countries. You know, the power has money, and the money creates wars. That's always been the case.
I was laughing at this comment that I saw. What Charlie says, I don't believe people have hidden land from us beyond the poles, but I wish they'd hide places like Luton from us. Not gonna lie, dead end.
Yeah.
let's say
Hull and Skegness.
Yeah, Skegness. Shit.
They should be in.
My brother lives there. Let's say hypothetically there was land beyond the poles.
Fucking hell, mate. Good luck you down there, mate. You know how cold it is down there.
I don't mean that. I mean that blows apart everything. The veil is unraveled then in regards to.
I've got to get away from that sun. Hang on, mate.
Everything that we've been taught, starting from when you start school and you see a globe in the nursery, which was always. Everything changes if that is the case. You know that.
Yeah, well, you're starting to get into the realm of flat Earth.
Or whatever shape or whatever. But yeah, I mean that's something I just believe, and you get people that ridiculed for believing in a flat, you're gonna call it, when I wouldn't say I know the shape, but I do believe that there's stuff that we are not privy to. Now, I think someone like yourself would accept that, the government and whoever the world is, they hide shit from us, just information and all of that.
Oh.
So therefore,
Absolutely.
It wouldn't surprise me that historically and people have been hiding something as big as this from us as well. But that's another.
My God, when you were locked in your fucking house and everyone else was, them fuckers having parties in 10 Downing Street,
wine and cheese and all that. Yeah,
there's the basic thing.
Right?
There's no fucking government in this world, mate, that don't. If you knew the full story of what they do and what they don't do, it would blow your mind.
Do you like you're a clued up man in regards to just sort of the world? You're not fooled easily. Don't you think it's strange that around at least between 54 and 58 countries in 1958 have signed a treaty saying nobody will contest this land? Nobody, and apparently people are saying if one of those countries ever tries to start exploring beyond, that's when we'll have a real World War III, because they've all agreed. Now, why would they agree to never exploring past that point?
I don't know, man.
That's been in place since, I believe, 1958. Which, what's that place in I think it's Canada and someone else. They go there every time and they stick their flag in there and a pint of beer or something. It's everybody wants to claim any bit of land on this earth. Everybody wants to claim it. And some of it is jovial. Like, I don't know what 2 countries it is. They go there, they put their flag and a pint of beer. It's all that's fun for them. It's not a big thing.
That's right. Yeah.
You have all of these wars and over land. Look what's going on in Palestine and all that. I don't know the ins and outs, but what I'm trying to say is, don't you find it a bit strange that, this thing where, people like Admiral Byrd have said they try to explore and all of this shit, and you go there now, it's probably the most protected place on the earth, but yet nobody wants to claim it. Anyway.
I don't know.
Anyway. Solid shout, CD. Right, so let me give you my QPR v West Brom in the Odawingie derby. I'm going to go QPR. I'm going to go with Freshie on this one. I'm going to go QPR 3, West Brom 2. Ding dong, baby. Right, I'm going 3-2. Right, so I'm going to go cards, 5 cards. I'm going to go 12 corners. Shots on target. I'm going to go 11. And I'm going 3-2. Right, next game is... This is the last one for Saturday. Then we've got 2 more championship, and then we do the thingy one. So Stoke City v Coventry City, which is a Midlands derby. Yes, it is. I was just making sure. Stoke, they are. Midlands derby. Stoke v Coventry, everybody. Stoke v Coventry. It's hot in here, man. Stoke v Coventry. Right, what we got here? Didn't they all want to claim the North Pole? So they all agreed to basically say it's owned by no one because it was disputed more than just 2 countries like any other territory. I don't know the ins and outs, but what I do know is I've seen people, you know, wars have started over land and all of that shit. So the fact that all these countries said nope. Anyway, like I said, if that was ever proven, if there was anything beyond that, then the whole history that we've been taught is a lie. It's a lie.
Well, history is written by the winners, mate.
Yeah, his story. Anyway, right. So, Malk says governments come and go. The unelected government stays top of the pyramid with a globalist network leading to the banks, etc., etc.
Yeah, right. That's why I agree with Malk. I think it is that.
Robert says Stoke 2, Coventry 3, 2-8-12. Robert. 2.
We're saying that, Robert. 2-3.
Yep. 2-8-12. 2-3. Roberto. Freshie.
Another 5-goal thriller.
Freshie's their Stoke v Coventry. The flat.
Another 5-goal thriller.
The Flat Earthers Classico. I can't even read. Right, he's going 3-2 to Stoke City. 4, 10, 12, 3-2. 4, 10, 12, 3-2. Inky says Stoke 1, Coventry 2. 5, 9. 5, 11, 9. 1, 2. Wally says 1-2. Stoke 1, Coventry 2. Wally's got a. Wally was sent to Coventry, wasn't he? So he's got a support. Coventry.
Yeah, he's got a soft spot, and for them.
Oh, I didn't even realise what he said. Got to support my old stomping grounds. 4, 10, 10, 1, 2. Wally. 4, 10, 10, 1, 2. Terra Nullius. What is that? What is that? What's Terra Nullius? Terra Nullius. Terra
is the Earth.
Terra Nullius.
New territory.
The North Pole is not a permanent fixture. It's mainly ice. Ice flows up there, and Sasquatches and Yetis. What's that?
Sasquatches and Yetis.
Oh, Yetis. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I believe in them.
Yeah.
I believe in them.
I know what a Yeti is. What's this Sasquatches? What is that?
Sasquatch is basically the same sort of thing.
Oh.
Call it a Sasquatch. It's mythical. Of a guy that stands about 9 foot fucking tall, looks like apish. Remember that old grainy film they had back in the 50s or 60s?
Yeah.
All these films, all these grainy ones that look weird, exactly. Nonsense. But it's someone's mythology, and fair play to it. Why not have it? Do I believe it? No. It's like believing in the Loch Ness Monster. Really?
To be honest, you might as well not claim it. It'll all be melted soon enough. Be like claiming you own the middle of a pond. I don't know, because apparently up them sides there, they've got a different kind of ice. When you go beyond, they've got something called sky ice. Different. Research that. Anyway. Right, Bigfoot, Sasquatch is Bigfoot. Been on this sea since the 90s. We are heading for more man-made viruses, lockdowns, than martial law. That's the plan.
Fair play to you, Mel. I don't like to. I mean, I look in deep enough, but I don't like in too deep because it sometimes it just becomes fucking depressing.
It does.
It really does when you think what governments can do and why are we sending billions of dollars to the Ukraine. Why, why are we backing certain governments? Why are we doing that? Why are we spending so much on arms? Really? Yeah, it makes you fucking wonder, man. When you can't, why you open your borders, you can't even look after your own people. But there's always an agenda. And to go through it, fucking hell, man, like what Malk's doing, to me, it's just too fucking depressing. Because they're at it. All these fucking governments and world banks, and they're at it. There's always an agenda for them. You say the power breeds money, and the money fucking creates wars. And that's always been the case. Always been the case. There's money in war.
Yep.
Money in war. You see the billions that are going to the Ukraine from America. Fucking hell, man. Who's earning out of that? Well, the elites are earning out of that. Because most of them have got shares in Lockheed Martin and all the other companies. They're all connected. The world banks too. It's scary. So sometimes I just fucking don't want to dive any deeper because it just
many years ago I went down the rabbit hole, and you do get consumed with it, and then eventually you know what, you just gotta know what you know, as in don't be blinded. And that's why, like I said, there's a lot of stuff I see on the TV. The
scary part is, Titch, and this is what with mainstream media these days, right? You can't trust the fucking media at all.
Right.
They've got an agenda. If you look at the American fucking election now, every fucking mainstream media there supports a side or another, right? They don't tell you the truth. They spin everything that's done. They spin on both sides. It's absolute nonsense. You cannot trust what they say. The more you see that Trump assassination, the more questions come up. How the fuck did that donut get onto a roof and have a clear shot at fucking Trump? How? How was he not dragged off the stage when they discovered him a long time before he actually got to his shooting position, and he's still on the stage talking? A little bit, you mean, what the fuck is going on there, man? Did they just let it happen?
Of course.
It sounds terrible, but it looks like that's what happened.
Right.
Or it's all of a sudden the Secret Service and all the local law enforcement are the most incompetent people in the world.
Yeah.
Actually, at best they're incompetent. At worst, there's something going on. Crazy.
And this is what I'm saying to you. Like, listen, this is the last thing I'm going to say today in regards to whatever you want to call it, conspiracy. When the Twin Towers went down, I think there was 54 major security breaches that had to have somehow on that day been breached for that to happen. Right now, in regards to the Pentagon, the plane basically disintegrated. The black box couldn't be found, but you found a terrorist man's passport on the lawn, right? The 57 CCTV footages from all around, petrol station, all that, they was all scooped up. Nobody ever saw them. So there's a lot of things that you're saying, unless everybody turned into incompetent on that day, how did that happen? And once again, when you go back to the Twin Towers, not even how the buildings came down, but just, all of the security measures that would have all the breaches, that's when you really have to start, if you haven't already, ask questions like, really, like how
really?
Did that happen? Yeah.
How?
Much. Way too much. The most powerful country in the world, all of the breaches. You don't just hijack a plane. There's certain protocols. You don't just get to travel with that plane and another one and go hit. There's things that will prevent that. That's what
what muddies, with the mainstream media, what muddies all the waters in every country is they all got a bias to an agenda. I would never trust the BBC. Listen to a fucking word they say. I wouldn't listen to a word CNN say in there. Fox News at their pomp, I wouldn't listen to them, because both sides I'm not telling you the truth. The truth is somewhere in the fucking middle, and you'll get more truth away from mainstream media. It's nonsense. And journalists and reporting shouldn't be like that. It should be on a fence that sees things for what they are and promote the truth, but they don't. They lie. They're fucking denying CNN and all them lefty fucking outlets in America were denying that Biden had a problem, that he was fine. There was, oh, come on. I don't even have to be a fucking doctor to see that boy, you know, has got problems, man. And you're throwing him out there, you know, and sooner or later it had to come to a fore that this boy is, you know, whether it's senility, but his cognitive problems, you can see the boy's got old. And it's not fair on him. But these fuckers will fucking put him out there and promote him, say he's fine, and Kamala Harris saying how great he is and he's so sharp. No, he's not. Because you only need to watch him for 5 minutes to know he's not. If you ever dealt with anyone with senility, you'll know, you can see the signs. The signs are there. The most horrible disease there is. But you can see it's oncoming with him. And he's, you know, he's the leader of the free world. Come on. And eventually they saw one debate that everyone was saying for years that, you know, he's got a problem, except the fucking left-wing media tell how great he is. And you saw that one debate with Trump and realised, then everyone panicked and went, fuck me, we need to get him out of here now. And then Kamala Harris goes in, and then he does a speech, he's stepping down, and oh, come on. It was so obvious for a long time. The poor boy's suffering.
Let me get back to the BBC. Let me address this, because I spoke about this, Mark. I don't know if he was here. Malk says, why did Kennedy's head go backwards if he was shot from the back? The guy who got it on camera happened to be found dead days later. I said to Giza, last time we was on air, I watched a video of this lady, and she said people have seen the original video, and it was actually the driver that shot him. And then when everybody saw the video they put out, there were certain errors in the editing to show that this video has been stitched together. Anyway, I don't know what happened, but anyway, going back to the BBC. Hugh Edwards. Do you know what's going on with Hugh Edwards?
I heard something about him, yeah.
Right, he was the main face of the BBC. Coincidentally, his son used to play football for me. His son used to be, when my eldest son's team was like under 8s, under 9s, Daniel, he was a goalie. He wasn't the best, he was okay. But all those years ago, my wife said from the start, I don't like that man. There's something about him, he's weird. I don't like, she said from the get-go, she don't like him. You know, him and his wife, top jobs within the BBC, and at the time, subs was £2. You know, you come, you train, you pay £2. These fuckers never used to pay. And when I used to ask them for the money, they used to have a problem with me. You understand? I used to drop their son home because they live in like Clapham South. So sometimes I would take him for Wandsworth, drop him home. But when you ask for £2 subs, it's a problem. But yeah, my wife, she said from day one, there's something about that man, I don't like him. Anyway, 2 years ago, a year and a half, it came out that he was apparently he paid some youngster who was maybe 17, 18 at the time, 35 grand, which the parents of that boy were saying it was like hush money. It turns out that he was in communication with this boy when he was 14 or 15. And they found, and anyway, the BBC, he was on leave, but they was paying him full pay whilst he'd been investigating. They tried to say they didn't know that he'd pled guilty to these charges. So he's now pled guilty to, he had 35 images on his WhatsApp, of 9 of them was class A, which is minors engaging in sexual activity. I don't know, 11 class B and whatever class C. So this guy, another one at the BBC, has got child pornography, the worst kind, on his phone. He paid 35 grand, and it was the parents who said they made, and people, the media, tried to say these parents are just trying to get a money grab. They're trying to get money. You know, they tried to make them as the bad guys. Oh, they're just trying to get money out of Hugh Edwards and all of that. But that weren't the truth. They found this information on their son's phone, and they brought it to the attention of the authorities. But yet they was getting tarnished with, you know, they're just trying to do him for what they can. And it turns out he's a dirty one. Once again, the BBC have also protected.
Exactly.
And like I said, I know him personally through, you know, the football and stuff like that. Wow. I'll say it again. My wife said from the first time, there's something about that man. I don't like him. Like, he's weird.
Yeah, and women have got a good intuition with that.
Yeah.
Well, I've noticed over the years, you know, they can pick someone, not necessarily they're dodgy or whatever, but even, I remember my sister being able to pick, you know, Michael Barrymore, he came out many, many years later being gay.
Yeah.
My sister picked that 15 years before he came out. She went, he's gay.
Yeah.
She just knew. She liked him, and he was a great entertainer on telly, wasn't he? I don't think he'd done anything wrong.
No.
He's just gay. But my sister picked it. You know, I mean, what? He's married. He's got kids. What makes you think he's gay? She just knew. She just had a great intuition.
My wife picked years ago, probably 20 years ago. She said the same about Philip Schofield, like he's gay, and I didn't think he was. She said it, and then so when it came out recently, another one, she was like, "I told you." I was like, "She did." She said that years ago. And I was like, "I just think no."
Yeah, women are very cluey with that, mate. They can pick it. Yeah, real quick.
Right,
where were we?
Right, I'm going to give you my score.
I'll finish Stoke Coventry. Let's finish it off first.
It's just me. Let me get these comments done, then we'll do Stoke Coventry. Right. Been on. Oh, so we've read that already. Lockdowns. We've read that. Didn't Mulder and Scully find a UFO up there? Up the North Pole?
Definitely.
Sky ice. Is that like when the freezer gets too much and you can't open the door anymore and have to take a hammer to it?
Done that before, Charlie. Done that before.
Die will be the Doomsday Preppers. Right, that means what he said. Terra, whatever, means nobody's land.
Nobody's land. Okay.
Right, Mount says I'm on 53 tablets a day for depression. Bit of brown sauce on not too bad. And just quickly on Hugh Edwards. He's playing the depression card as to excuse himself.
Of course.
Depression. What the fuck's that got to do with? Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, they protected Jimmy Savile for years and years. And another one that should have... See, even though the BBC have a lot to answer for over Jimmy Savile, the fucking NHS has a lot to answer for. They'd never been mentioned. But they gave him access to all areas, man. Fuck, and that weren't the BBC. That was the NHS. Fuck, I mean, looking into some of them fuckers too. You know, there you go.
I ignore mainstream media here and use independent journalism.
Yeah, absolutely, Wally, because you just can't trust the word.
Malk says maybe you're not a Wally after all, Wally. She says we are not going back. Did Esther Ranson know about this one too? There's many more being hidden in plain sight. Did she know about who? Savile or Hugh Edwards? Are you talking about?
No. Who fucking? I mean, a lot of people know a lot of things. We've seen it with Epstein. We've seen it with fucking that director, that movie producer, Weinstein. Fuck me. I dread to think the amount of girls that sucked him off, right, to get to where they got, and they're not saying nothing because it did make them stars, but. I mean, there's a lot more went on there than meets the eye too. Do you know what? Casting couch, if you like. But
it's not just this country, but the fact that through all the issues that some, I believe, are orchestrated, and it's always the lower class or lower class people that we're the bad guys, we're the thugs, we're the hooligans, we're the whatever. But then the whole Prince Andrew thing, and that just gets swept under the carpet. Nobody, you understand? This guy was part of Epstein Island. People have come out and spoke about him that he once denied, and then he said, "Actually, I did know that girl." You understand? So exactly. Nothing. That should be every single day until there's justice. If this man is at the top of the hierarchy in this country, let's set an example. No, it's just like because he's part of. You understand? Like that shit just went away, but yet someone could do something. A celebrity could do something far less. Kurt Zuma can kick a cat. 2 years prior to the video coming out, that's massive news all across the bloody country. Yeah. But yeah, Prince Andrew is just. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? It's crazy.
Crazy, when you think about it, like, isn't it? That's
and then you have lots of distractions when things like this happen, just to take your mind off of the real issue. Anyway, good evening, Scooby D2. Evening Hammers, aren't you? If I recall, yep. Somerville can't cross, has one shot, but has got lovely feet and works hard. You paid the right money.
Oh, shit. I was hoping he could cross the fucking ball. We've got that big Fuller in there. But there you
go. I once sat next to Barrymore on a Ryanair flight. He bought me and my mate a beer. Yeah, Michael Barrymore was it's funny. On this Facebook thing the other day, he just popped up, and I think it was more recent. And the lady brought up when the boy died in his pool. And he said, once again, what the media put out, they didn't put out the truth. He said, I didn't even know this boy's name. There was other people there. When I saw that he was in my pool dead, there was girls and there was people there. But he said, the way they painted it was him and this guy in the apartment, and then the guy died. He said, that's not like what happened.
I always thought he was a good guy, Barrymore. I always thought he come across really well. Quite liked him. I thought he was quite funny. Just happened to be gay in a relationship with a wife and kids, which is, I suppose, not the only one like that.
No.
It was in East London as well, where he comedy show he used to do there near. I think it was near the Rod Road Tunnel, the pub there. It used to be sort of a gayish pub. I think he went there, done a show, and that's where he came out. If I remember right.
Was it Michael Barron who said, "You all right? All right? All right"? Was it him that used to say that?
Yeah, early days.
It was him, wasn't it? All right. Right. If you mention it, it rained frogs heavily. British frogs, mind. Did we mention it? No. Ransom knew about Savile, kept stum by her own admission.
Right, did she? She admitted.
See?
But me, when Johnny fucking Rotten knew about him, if you ever saw that interview with Johnny Rotten.
Yeah.
You remember that interview? He went, and that was years and years and years before, but he mentioned the rumours about him. How the fuck did he know?
Yeah.
He's just a punk rocker, mate. What the fuck? Who the BBC hated, who tried to ban him on everything. So, but he knew. So, mate, if he's not even in the inner circle. If he fucking knew, well, there's a shitload of others that knew.
And once again, because of who he is, it's easy for them to belittle him and make him look like Johnny Rotten, who's this fucking punk rocker and protecting Savile when this guy's speaking the truth. Someone put a pick up for your leader, Bellend Road. Do you know what Kia means in Persian?
No.
Savile was on videos that coppers brought back to school to show kids. He told them what to do if bad things were happening to them. I shit you not. And if you told the plod out, they did nout. Starmer defended Savile. Wow. Did you hear that?
What was that?
He said Keir Starmer defended Savile.
Oh, but I thought he was a prosecutor, Mal, not a defender. Or defended him just in what words?
That's what I thought you were talking about, words rather than.
He was a Crown prosecutor, wasn't he?
Right, let me give you my predictions for.
Yeah, I ain't done mine yet, well.
Oh, okay. What's yours? Stoke v Coventry. Sorry, everybody, for the side.
Yeah, let's get them two out of the way. 1-1.
Yeah.
Oh no, 4 cards, 8 corners. 8 shots on target.
And 1-1. I'm gonna go Stoke 2, Coventry 1, 2-1 Stoke. I'm gonna go 5. Corners 7, 6, and I said 2-1. Right, we went off subject a bit. I remember seeing Savile in the 70s on Top of the Pops. He always acted really creepy.
Yeah, he was pretty creepy. But Jim will fix it. As kids, we all loved. We thought it was a great show. The idea of the show, it was all very. We didn't know what he was fixing. We fucking know now.
And then you watch it back, and he's got them sitting.
The most creepiest thing. I didn't realise how creepy he was till I saw that Louis Theroux. Documentary about him. Fucking hell, man. He come across creepy then.
Yeah.
Really fucking creepy. That's the first time I realised this is a fucking weirdo. I weren't a kid then when I watched that documentary, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was fucking weird. Yeah.
1 sec. So the next game is Sheffield Wednesday v Plymouth. Sheffield Wednesday, Plymouth.
Okay. Ken's packed up.
What we got? Right. He was at it since the 50s anyway. So Savile was at it since the 50s. Right. You need to Andrew Brigden bombshell. I've heard of Andrew Brigden. I've heard that name. Who is he?
Doesn't ring a bell for me.
Woodwork creeps and out come the creeps.
Yeah.
You have to like, sometimes you have to join the dots and think, is it coincidence or is it more than that? That Hugh Edwards was the face of BBC News, and now he's, you know, guilty of these heinous crimes. Like, is it a coincidence or is it okay? It's another BBC thing. Do you understand? And I saw Brigden got voted out, a bit suspect. Like Wally says, no, sorry, Inky says 2-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. Inky 4-10-8. 4-10-8. 2-0. Wally says 2-1 Sheffield Wednesday. Freshie says 3-2 Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday versus the Janners. Hold on, so Plymouth, the Janners.
The Janners, is that their nickname? Plymouth, the Janners.
Is that their name? No, I don't think that's their name. The Janners. There's a reason for it. Yeah, explain that, Freshie. Sheffield Wednesday versus the Janners.
New word on me.
4, 10, 10, 12, 3, 2. Got that. The Janners. Right. Robert says Sheffield Wednesday 1, Plymouth 2. 3, 12, 14. Robert. 3, 12, 14. 1, 2.
Oh, God. You got it.
Inky says, I think it's time we said bye-bye to the BBC.
Fucking oath.
You know what? A lot of people on the Hugh Edwards video, a lot of people, the first thing they're putting in the comments is cancel your TV license. Everybody's paying these people. You're funding this bullshit. Yep. You understand? And, you know, all the threats of police and at your door, they can't do shit. Like the police, the TV license is just one big scam, innit? It's just one fucking bullshit.
But it is in this modern world. It is.
Yeah, in the modern world,
it is. Everyone streams everything. It's the BBC giving you with all the bullshit that goes with them.
Do you know the letters they send out now? If you're like a new tenant and they know somebody who's in the property, the letters they say now is, even if you don't own a TV but you have a mobile device, you need a license.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah. Fuck. If you watch things like YouTube or Netflix, you need a license. That's what they say.
Really?
In a letter, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So trying to scare people.
You're being forced into something you don't want.
Yeah.
I mean, as simple as that. I wouldn't watch the BBC.
And really,
so I wouldn't pay for it.
You know, as far as I'm aware, the only reason why you need a license is if you are watching anything BBC related. Is that true?
It used to be. Yeah. I mean, that used to be the case, you know what I mean? I mean, you've got to remember, the BBC, as I grew up as a kid, was good because it was advert-free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was funded by everyone who paid, you know, we paid the TV license. But and they did do good dramas back then and show, but they had a lot of money, you know what I mean, to do it because of the TV license. And it was ad-free. That was, they were good. But when you see the agenda that they've got, I mean, they're just the biggest woke wankers in the world, and a diversity, inclusion, hire, all this bullshit and that crap that goes with it. And some of the shit they do, there's an agenda there. And I don't want a national fucking TV thing have an agenda. You know what I mean? Don't have an agenda. Just do it. What you're meant to do is to produce good TV programs without an agenda. And they don't. Yeah, they don't. It's as simple as that. So politically, I wouldn't fucking watch them because even their news is a fucking disgrace. They take a side. Yeah, you all know what side that is.
Freshie said Paul Whitehouse insurance ads back in the day. He played a Plymouth fan.
Ah, really?
Paul Whitehouse insurance ads. Oh, insurance ads back in the day.
Ads. So yeah, I would have missed them, Sean, being here. But I did like Paul Whitehouse. It's funny guy. I did see some of his stuff. He's funny, man. Funny, man. Hang on.
Oh, Aviva.
What was your last fucking score? Stoke Coventry.
I said Stoke 2, Coventry 1.
Okay. And just get this out of the way. We ain't done this yet, have we?
Nah.
All right, Wednesday. I ain't got a fucking clue. I'm going to go 2-1 Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah.
4 cards, 8 corners. 7 shots on target.
And 2-1, yeah?
2 up.
I'm going to go...
Oh, Aviva are shooting shorts. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would have missed all that.
I'm going to go Sheffield Wednesday 3, Plymouth 3. Yeah.
3-3.
Right. I'm going to go 5, 12, 12, 3, 3. Right. Next game is... This is the last championship game. So we've got, and then we do the Community Shield. Luton v Burnley. So obviously both teams was in the Premier League last year. Luton, who were for the best part good at home. So yeah, Luton v Burnley. Luton.
Yeah, of course. Luton.
Burnley.
Yeah, I was in Luton. No, so but they were the only one of the 3 that I thought could survive, weren't they?
Yeah.
She showed some heart, mate. They did show some heart.
And then they, for some reason, near the end of the season, they sort of dropped back off again.
And then just dropped, just couldn't keep it. Yeah. Yeah, they couldn't keep it going, boy. It's a shame, yeah.
Aviva, right. Wally says, Stuart did a video about paying his TV license. That's crazy having to pay that. I think it's like £120 a year.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you've got to remember, these people will turn up at your door and almost force their way in if they can do. Like,
yeah. I've seen a few videos on that, Titch. You know, people don't want to fuck off, and I've seen a few of them.
Malk says the BBC is a tax, and it is another way of just taxing people. Right. Freshie says live TV and anything on BBC iPlayer. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, live TV, and they say that YouTube falls under the live TV. So if you're watching YouTube, they're saying if you're watching YouTube on your phone but don't own a TV, technically you still should have a license. That's what it says in
Right, that's the parameters now, is it?
Yeah, which wasn't live TV.
They're scared, exactly. They're scared.
Right, Robert says Luton v Burnley 1-1. He's saying 1 card 1, 10, 12. Robert 1, 10, 12. 1-1. Wally says 2-1 to Luton. Wally 2-1 Luton. 2-1. Who's next? Inky says 1-1. 4, 11, 7.
Funny enough, that was my first thought.
7, 1-1. Mark says Stu. He proudly voted for a woman who supports grooming gangs. Let him know on YouTube. He soon took it down. He proudly voted for a woman who supports grooming gangs.
He proudly voted who supports grooming gangs.
So Malk said he let him know on YouTube, and then Stuart soon took it down.
Oh, nearly now. Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's what happens when you vote like in Labour. Something I'd never do. Not that the other mob are any fucking better, to be honest, but there you go.
Right, Freshie says Luton 3, Burnley 2, Brian Steen hat-trick, and 2 for...
Sure about that? Sure.
Right, it's funny you said that. Do you remember the Steen brothers? There was Brian Steen. No. Yeah, there was. No. Yes? No. I'm thinking of the other ones. There was Steen had a brother, though. I'm sure he had a brother. But there was... Who was the 2? The Wallace brothers. They're twins. Rod, Ray.
Yeah.
They played for Southampton, didn't they? What were the names? Rod Wallace, Ray Wallace, and there was one more. Do you remember that?
I remember Rod Wallace well.
There was 2 twins. Rod, Ray, another one. And then Brian Steen. Did Brian Steen have a brother? Or not? Brian Steen.
I remember Brian Steen.
I remember Brian Steen. Right, he said Brian Steen had... And who's Ralph Coates? Is that how you pronounce it?
Ralph Coates played for Tottenham, didn't he? He had the comb over, like Bobby Charlton. Little short stocky.
Brian Steen, I know Brian Steen, but yeah. So Ralph Coates, did he also play for Burnley then? He must have done. Because Steen played for Luton, I know that.
Steen and 2 for Ralph Coates. What are you on about, Ralph? Ralph Coates played in the 70s.
Yeah, but he must have played for Burnley at some point because Steen played for Luton.
Gotcha. Ralph, did he play at Burnley? Yeah, he ended up at Tottenham, didn't he, Ralph Coates? Sean?
He must have played for Burnley. If Sean's saying that, but
I know horrible comb over.
Yeah,
little short, stocky fucker.
Oh yeah, Mark Steen. That's it. Yeah, Mark Steen. Mark and Brian Steen.
Yeah, that rings a bell too. Mark Steen.
Hold on. So Rod, Ray, and William Wallace. Rod Wallace, Ray Wallace. Was it William Wallace?
You're not taking a piss.
Yeah, he is. Fuck's sake. Right. What was the other Wallace brother? Yeah, when he said that, I was thinking, no, it wasn't the damn William. Rod, Ray.
He used to paint his face blue.
Oh. William Wallace. Right. Yeah. Think about it. I'm Googling this now. Rod, Ray. I need to get this now. Rod, Ray, Danny Wallace. Was it Danny Wallace?
Yeah, Rod, Danny Wallace rings a bell.
Let me do it here. Rod, Ray, and I'm going to put Danny and see if it says ACE. Google. Family. Yes, it was Danny. See, I've got good memory. Danny, Ray, and Rod Wallace. Anyway, right. Right, sorry. Did I don't know. Yeah, I did. Oh shit, no, I didn't. Right, it's us for the Luton v Burnley. Right, one sec. Years ago, the TV hitman went round Guy's house. You haven't a TV license. I haven't a TV. You have an aerial. I've got milk in the fridge, but I haven't a cow in the backyard. Yeah, exactly. TV hitman. Exactly. Fucking little.
I've still got an aerial in this house, guys. I hadn't been used for fucking 20 odd years.
That's what I mean.
Nothing.
But that's that there. Yeah, you've got an aerial, and he's right.
Yeah,
that's what people were saying. Well,
they had the detective vans driving around the strip. I don't believe they even worked them detective vans.
Bullshit.
I just looked at everyone's fucking roof, looked at the aerial, and then knocked on the door as if the detective vans. Yeah, we know you're fucking watching telly. Yeah, bollocks.
Yeah, that
just another tactic to scare people. Freedom!
Freedom. Why did you put that? What's that for?
That's William Wallace. His little chat in the most ridiculous movie in the world. Much as I enjoyed Braveheart, it was a good film, entertaining. Historically, absolute nonsense. That's the truth for that. There you go.
Yeah. So Danny Wallace. Right. So okay. What you
anyway? I've got to give a score to this tonight. Well, I'm going to go here. I'm going to go 1-0 Luton.
1-0. Obviously, Company departed for Bayern, so it's a new manager.
Was he? Oh yeah, of course, yeah. 1-0 to Luton. I'm going 5 cards. I'm going to go 8 corners.
Yeah.
7 shots on target.
And you said 1-0 Luton, yeah?
Yep.
Right, you look. The next game after this is the final one. So apologies if we're keeping you from your bed. Right. I'm gonna go Luton 2, Burnley 1. 2-1 to Luton.
2-1.
I'm gonna go cards, 4 cards, 9 corners. 6, that's so low. 6 shots on target, and I said 2-1. Right, so I think maybe we're a bit more thought we're going to this one because it's the last one, but all of us are more familiar with these teams. That is the Community Shield final, and that is that is today or Saturday, whatever. At what time is that? 3 o'clock. Man City v Man United, which is obviously a repeat of the FA Cup final, which Man United came out on top. Man City v Man United in the Community Shield final, which is our 11th game. Man City.
Wow. Yeah, that's an interesting one, isn't it? Has Man United bought anyone?
They bought the 2 players they bought got injured. They bought a centre back from France, and they bought Zerki, the striker, the Dutch striker from Bologna. but they both have got injured, and I think they're out for about 3 months or something like that. So, but yeah, they won't be playing. Anthony, I saw an article today. Once again, I didn't read it. Anthony has said you're going to see his name a lot more this season alongside goals and assists. So he's making a statement that, yeah, you're going to see more of him this season.
Well, for the money he costs, you'd want to see fucking more of him.
Yeah, here we go. Right, so yeah, 2 of the Wallaces. Yeah, I remember they went to Leeds from Southampton. Ralph Coates was at Burnley when they had an excellent side around 66.
Okay.
So yeah,
he ended up in Tottenham, though, Malk, didn't he? I'm sure. I remember him at Tottenham. I knew he was a Northerner, but I'm sure he ended up at Tottenham, where I sort of knew him more a bit later on.
Right, who are these guys? Remember the Morgan twins at QPR?
No, it doesn't ring a bell. Malk, I don't know.
He says, correct C, they were fake. Is he talking about the film you're talking about? Braveheart. He said that was fake. Or no, the TV people driving around, they was fake.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I've always presumed that. I didn't know, but
he said, yeah, he did go to Spurs Coates.
Yeah, he went, yeah.
Right, Robert has said for the next get. All right, for Man. One sec. Robert has said 3-1 to Man City. Robert.
Okay.
Robert. 117 going for 17 corners. 117.9. 117.
17 corners. Fucking
3-1. Right. Who else we got here? Inky says cheats 2, scum 0. So he's going Man City 2, Man United 0. 2-0.
2-0.
3-10-8. Inky. 3-10-8. 2-0. Who's next? Wally says 2-1 to Man City. 2-1. Freshie says Abu Dhabi v Ineos score 0-0. So yeah, that's it's within 90 minutes. He's got 0-0.
What? You've changed it. Lucky I didn't write down 3-2. So he's actually going 0-0.
Yeah, and he's changed his cards, corners, and shots on target. He's changed that as well, which is more. He's gone for more cards, which makes more sense in this.
Fucking hell, Sean. 0-0 in a Charity Shield final.
6. So he's gone from 5 goals a game to nope, none in this one, mate. 6, 8.
With all the firepower that's on that pitch. I'll tell you about my man Bernardo Silva still there. Is he still there, mate?
That's what I was going to say to you. So in the team that I've got, it's called Ultimate Team. You know, like where you can put your players together. The players that are higher rated doesn't necessarily mean they're the best ones. It's you feel in game. So and it's hard to explain, but a lot of every player has certain play styles. So some of them they might have now like the maximum's 4, where you've got 4 things that you kind of excel in. So the common theme in my team is relentless, meaning they don't really get tired, so you don't need to bring them off. So you can play, and otherwise on FIFA, your whole team's going to get tired, and you can only make 5 subs.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So
my attacking midfielder is 95 rated Bernardo Silva. And I know you like him, so that's what I was thinking. That he's on the game. He's I could put so many more people in there that are 97 and 98. I've got Daddy Olmo from Spain. He's 98 rated. I've got Gavi 99. They don't even make my bench. So yeah, going back to that, when you do watch, you'll see Bernardo Silva's in my team.
Yeah, man.
Roberto Carlos.
He's relentless.
Yeah. So you don't need to change them because their energy levels stay. So my whole back line. It's got relentless plus, meaning I don't need to change them. I just need to change my forward players. Right. Braveheart was for film, not all fact. Says
no fact to it.
Right.
Nearly all of it was unfactual. Apart from he existed, William Wallace, and he did what he did, and he got hung, drawn, and quartered. That's that's factual, but the rest of it's Hollywood. It's Hollywood. But it was a good film. As long as you don't make it historically.
He was dragged along the floor naked behind a horse and cart. His head was dipped in tar and piked onto London Bridge.
Yeah, it's fair enough, though, isn't it?
Is that the truth? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I think they quartered him, what they used to call it then. But I think his head ended up in a spike on London Bridge.
Why?
Yeah.
What did he do? What was his crime?
Well, he sort of rebelled against England, didn't he, and the Crown. So I mean, a lot of that's factual. And they caught him, and they fucking tortured him, and fucking cut him into bits, and stuck his head on a spike. That was normal, geezer. See, that's what should have happened to Jimmy Savile, but he didn't.
Now then. We'll have none of that. Right. DW says the return of the Steiden jet pick has officially happened. Todibo and Tim smiling in the jet. Todibo was signed for West Ham in the next hours. What a time to be alive. Ooh, yeah. Oh,
it's officially happened, Charlie. Oh, fuck it. I love them picks, man. On the jet as well. Was it on the jet?
That's what he said, on the jet, smiling in the jet.
Oh, fucking brilliant, mate. Yeah, that's done and dusted without a doubt. But I do love that photo when he's on a jet with the player he brought home. That's definitely one of them moments you stick in your cupboard, that photo. He must have them all over his house now. Fucking starting. These jet pics. Brilliant.
Right. Freshie says, we've now got a better front five than City. Get used to that Champions League theme tune.
Oh, yeah, we got. Of course, Shorty went for fourth, didn't he?
Fourth place.
But we can buy the best players in the world, Sean. It's all about now. The pressure is on fucking Loopy Lou, Lopetegui. He's got to make it work. He's got to make here's the players, there's the tools. It's down to you now, son. Starter's done his bit. He can sit back, put his feet up. Well, maybe in a couple of weeks. But I still think we're getting another player in. But there you go. I still think we're getting another centre half. But
another one.
Yeah, I think because there's every chance that Gerd still leaves. We still don't know that situation. I'd like him to stay and we didn't need to, but there's a chance that could happen. I've got a funny feeling another centre half could happen. But I could be wrong. But now it's down to him. Because obviously I don't take notice of friendlies. I really don't. Don't bother me when we play great, we play bad. But it didn't look good at this moment. But all these new players are coming in week by week, week by week. When we start that 11 next weekend, I want to see what it's really interesting to me. What 11 takes the pitch? Yeah, that's interesting. Now the only one that might. If Alvarez is injured, okay, so that changes things. If Alvarez is fit, does he start him? Does Kudos, Bowen, Paquetá, Somerville, are they the front fucking line? Jesus Christ, that looks pretty tasty, man. That looks fucking tasty. Yeah. Does he go with three at the back? Where's that leave Emerson? Soufal then, as Wan-Bissaka comes in, Soufal now is a bench player. Souček. He doesn't really have a place. Does Ward-Prowse have a place in that team? Them two, because, be left out. I'd be interested to see what he thinks that first 11 will be. I don't think Souček or Ward-Prowse will be a part of it if everyone's fit. But maybe they will be. Maybe he still has a place for Souček. It doesn't make... Everything I see about the team he's building, and does he start with three at the back? Does he go to a four? How do you fit everyone in?
I think if he goes 3 or 4, you still have Emerson in that team. If it's a 4, he's a left back. If he's a 3,
yeah, but your 3 at the back then would be Wan-Bissaka to Tebow and Kilman.
But then Emerson would be your wing back, wouldn't he?
But would he? But would Somerville be your wing back?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Exactly. This is the choices he's going to have to make. What works?
Yeah.
We like Emerson. He's been good for us. What happens there? Is Somerville, a player you bring on later? I mean, Emerson, obviously, it'd be better for us going forward and back, but I'm not so sure Somerville gives you that protection coming back.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a really interesting dynamic. It's a nice headache to have, but this is where he gets paid to get the fucking selection right. And we'll see whether our new coach, not manager, coach, is up to it. He'll be tested. I think it could take a while to get it all right to gel.
Yeah.
I don't expect us to, blitz everyone, regardless how great this window's been. It's exciting. It's really exciting. First time in a while. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to hit the ground running. It might take time to gel with this 11. Or what 11 is it? I'm excited by it.
Well, this is courtesy of Charlie Walsh. Modern technology is a wonderful thing sometimes. That is the image.
Oh, you sweet. There you go. Confirmation if ever you fucking needed it all over Red Rover. He's in.
He's there.
He better be fucking good now. Start.
The good thing is I heard about him for the last couple of seasons, so I'm familiar with him as a name. I don't know it. And I know that he was
as a name.
So, yeah.
I don't know. But he's highly rated, you know what I mean? So it's obviously a good buy, but we shall see.
Right, this one here had me laughing. Malk says Saville was a West Ham fan. Was he not a Leeds fan?
He came. Mate, most of them lunatics, right? Even serial killers come from up their way. You know what I mean? The Yorkshire Ripper, all their fucking
Henley.
Italy, fuck all of them. They all come from up their way.
Yeah.
So forget this fucking West Ham bullshit.
Yeah. Where was Saville from? It weren't like Doncaster. No, where was he from?
I thought he's only up in Yorkshire somewhere, wasn't he?
Yeah, Yorkshire. Where the fuck was it? Doncaster. No, not. Why does I think of Doncaster? I don't know. Yes, right. See, he wouldn't give loyalty to the king. Oh, yeah, that's why they done that. He wouldn't give loyalty to the king. Braveheart.
Who?
That's
he would.
Yeah, that's why they. Right. All the incoming players have elite attitudes. A winner's mentality is going to take us far.
Yeah. Well, I think you're right, man. I think you're right. I just, like I say, it still takes a manager to make it work.
I knew it.
And,
I know.
and like I said, the ball's in his court now. The ball is, in Lopetegui's court. It means you fuck me. You can't be backed any more than he's been backed. Fuck me. And you go, wow, let's just hope it all works. I mean, we can look at that with Paquetá and that. But we soon forget that last 2 months at West Ham. Paquetá was shit. He was shit, man. And I'm hoping it's all that bullshit with the betting scandal that might have affected him. Let's hope it's just that. Or he just got fed up playing with Moyes. Maybe it's that. Under this new boy, he might get another lease of life and get back to what he can do. I hope and that's the case. But, then you got to fit Kudus and Bowen in. Put Bowen back out on that right for me. I think he plays the best stuff out there. It's interesting. It's interesting, man.
Right. So Jimmy Savile was born in Leeds.
Of course he was. Of course he was. All the fucking lunatics are born up there. You know that. It's all Yorkshire mainly.
Right. Charlie says, when everyone is fit, I doubt Somerville starts, but that's okay. We do need players to come off the bench and have an impact as well. Yeah, you do. You need a you do.
This is it, Charlie, isn't it? You know what I mean? We're not looking at an 11. We're looking at a fucking 16, 18 players that can interchange. They are part of the first team. They are first team players, all of them.
Yeah.
And it's just then the interesting part is what 11 does he pick week in, week out? Does he change it up week in, week out? Or is he going to do a Moyes? Souček fucking starts every game regardless if he's been good or bad. Does he just stick or does he switch it around? Does he stay with a back three? Does he go to a back four? With certain games, he actually picks the fucking side and the tactics through every game. And most coaches do that. They don't just stick with a system regardless whether it works or not. They might pick it for that particular game.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. So it's interesting to see what his style is going to be and tactically, how astute he is. We'll find out.
I remember when I was younger, we was getting our local team. We started getting coached by a guy called Jim Barrett, who used to play, I think, for Fulham. Anyway, he liked me. He got me a trial at Fulham. But I remember one thing he said to me, which is kind of relevant. What we're saying is, in whatever game it was, I don't know why he said it, but he just said basically, the term "horses for courses," which David Moyes, it was always the same players. Now, for instance, there might be games where he might have Paqueta on the bench, but Ward-Prowse in the team, because that team that we're playing against, we need to be able to keep possession, like not really take those risks that Paqueta might take, until maybe the last 30. So I want to see whether he's that type of manager where we do see like big names on the bench, but the ones that he's brought on is actually no, this is suited. And if so,
exactly, this team suits this game better.
Yeah,
and he has got choices.
I think in this day and age, they say it's hard to keep all these modern players happy, but if you sit them down and say, look, there's 18 of you realistically, and it is a horses for courses in my opinion, that means Souček, Ward-Prowse, they should be more happy within the environment because they know, all right, I get what he's saying. This game is suited for a more physical West Ham. This one maybe a bit more pace. This one for whatever, and then you keep people happy if that is your philosophy. Do you understand? Where you are changing it according to who you're playing.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
it has to go like that. And like I say, I'm a big fan of Souček, I know as yourself is, and so felt, because I always celebrate any player that goes out. A lot of players say this, don't they? Oh, I'll give everything for the shirt, but isn't that many that actually do it. And the likes of Souček and Sofal do it, and they've done it ever since they've been there. They bleed for that fucking shirt on that pitch. We know some of their technical abilities ain't the greatest, and but I've always loved them because their effort has never been in question. Never been in question. So whether that's in certain games that might suit Lopetegui to have Souček there as a defensive midfielder. And, battling away where we might be under pressure. He might still have a future, I don't know. Or he doesn't.
I hope he does.
Yeah, I hope he does.
Yeah, I do, genuinely. Malk says, he was heard in his makeup room singing, I'm forever blowing bubbles. The proof is out.
I think you can blow
Leeds could keep him. We don't want him. He was born in Leeds. Robert says Leeds. Charlie says 100% we've got players. That means we can change tactics game by game, but also minute by minute if we need. Exactly.
Yeah.
We haven't even mentioned Mikel Antonio yet.
Exactly. And he could be, like I say, I'm not sure Mr. Fulkrug will be the be all and end all of a striker. I think he could be good if he's serviced right. I mean, he does like to do what Kane does. He loves to come deep, pick the ball up. He's got 2 good feet, 2 good passing feet, usable, and then get back in the box. So, Antonio, again, could be, for the last 20 minutes or so of a game, could be impactful. Who will say? I was more excited about Allaire than Fuller, but we didn't play Allaire right, and he was never comfortable. He was never right for him. Now, they've got him in, so they've got a plan for him, and he could be more effective. Not that I don't think he's getting you 20 goals a season, old Fuller, right? I reckon he's something 10 plus though, and assists and pre-assists. Part of that build-up to coming in and getting the ball as well into his feet, laying it, bang it, turning. I think he's part of that, and he could be really effective. And you say you can look at Antonio's career up front there. At certain games, he was so effective doing what he did. He had the hardest job in the world, Antonio. He was so effective. Other games, he's not in it. But that's life, isn't it? That's how it works through a game.
Right. Charlie said, and then we'll do our predictions. Just ours. I doubt Souček as a future West Ham. I love him dearly, but I just can't see where he fits in. JWP, I can see him being squeezed in, but potato salad sometimes.
Yeah, I hope it. I just don't hope it. I hope it doesn't end, Charlie, like that. He doesn't. In a week's time, we see him going. Oh, he's gone.
Out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if ever a player deserves a fucking sending off, if he is going, it's Souček and Sufal, because I think they've been, they've bled for West Ham. They've been fantastic. Yeah, even in their bad times when Souček was playing well, yeah, fucking Moyes kept throwing him on there where he needed it. He looked like he needed a break, and he never gave him it. So, but he still went on, and he's still done his best. And I mean, I've always been one that's all you ask from a player, knowing his limitations. Yeah, he goes out there and gives it his best. So I hope he doesn't just fade away somewhere.
Exactly. Charlie says, I hope full crew will start, but imagine being a defender and dealing with full crew for 60, then see Antonio coming on. You'd be fuming.
Yeah, exactly, Charlie. And you know, he reminds me, just seeing his interview and seeing a couple of clips of him, that boy, he reminds me like a David Cross, Johnny Hartson type player. And I can't wait for full crew to elbow some fucker right in the nose, right in the beginning of the game. A big centre half. Fucking you'll see it. I guarantee. I bet if full crew does one of them across the fucking hooter in the first game or two.
Right. Freshie says, question: how many substitutions are teams allowed to make this year? Is it still 5 or has it gone up to 7?
That one. When I saw that video about the 5 change, I didn't mention that, Sean. So I presume nothing's changed.
I can't see them allowing 7. Like,
no.
7. Yeah, I didn't even hear about this until you asked that question. But yeah, I can't see them letting 7 subs come on.
Yeah, that's how I haven't heard anything changing. But don't know.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. Right, let's just finish off our predictions for.
Yeah, we got to do that, haven't we?
Man City v Man United. What are you saying?
Well, I'm not saying 0-0, Sean. Tell you that one. I'm going. I'll stick with Man City. 2-1.
2-1 Man City, yeah?
Yeah, I'll go. Same as Wally. 2-1 Man City. And 9 corners. Fucking. Yeah. 3 cards. And 11 shots on target.
And you said 2-1. I think Pep will still have the FA Cup in the back of his mind.
Yeah, you want to win that one, I think.
Yeah. I think Man United won't have as much motivation as they did going into the cup. So I'm going to go for a convincing 3-1. Man City 3, Man United 1.
Yep, same as Robert.
I'm going to go for 5 cards, 9 corners, 11 on target, and I'm going to go. I said 3-1. 3-1. Right, I'm going to put the format once again in the comment on this video, and I'll put the fixture. So I'll just put cards, corners, shots on target, score, and then I'll put the fixtures underneath. Right. She says, okay, Lopetegui will make use of all his subs, so it'll be a 60-man game for us this year. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's a good thing, Sean, as well, that we don't have Europe this year.
Yeah.
We've been embedded in with all these new players. They're not going to gel quite straight away. You know what I mean? And I think he still might be fiddling around with, you know, what 11 he'd like to start against Villa. You know what I mean? And who's available. I think, as far as I know, it only seems to be Alvarez that's got an issue. So it'd be interesting, really interesting, man. I just hope he, I'll say, we're only basically playing 1 game a week, aren't we? And now and again, 2. But we haven't got that Europe to worry about. I think it'd be a good thing. And it'd be exciting. And I'm hoping we enjoy it more. And I've got to remember, the last 2 years in that Premier League, we didn't enjoy it. It was hard to enjoy West Ham, watching West Ham. Like I say, Charlie deserves a medal doing them watch-alongs. Some of them fucking games they have to get through. But yeah, this year might be a bit more exciting.
Mount says Somerville is still learning. Draw players away, and he will be fine.
Okay,
right. Right, you look. We've been going for 2 hours and 34 minutes, so we're going to wrap this up. I, as always, appreciate you lot's participation, and we will be back now every week doing the prediction show and just chatting in between like we've done today, chopping it up, other things, whatever. But yeah, we're back. And yeah, next week the Premier League starts, so we'll do those 10. Well, next week it won't be 10, it'll be 9. And Leeds always, so yeah, always 11 games. Any final words, Geezer?
All right, just good luck, Leeds. Yeah, get the championship under the way, but I'll end up seeing highlights, no doubt of that, and see how it goes. No, looking forward to next week, mate. Well, by the time we next speak, we should have Wan-Bissaka in the bag. We should have Tobido's done. He's on the jet. That's the photo done. So Wan-Bissaka's next. I do believe there's one more coming, though. One more coming. There you go.
Yeah, I'll be very happy if we get Wan-Bissaka. Like,
if we didn't get another one, yeah, I'm not bothered. But I got a funny feeling there's one more player coming in. Could be Hummels. Could be that type.
Oh yeah,
bring in.
Yeah, that would be a good signing, especially as a backup defender.
As a backup, yeah.
Yeah,
I think there's another coming. But
that would be a good signing. Right, Wally says thanks, guys. No, thank you, lot. Freshie says, nice one, nice night, gents. Nice one, Freshie. Good night. All have a great and you, Malk. And yeah, Leeds. Hopefully Leeds, because there's like they're all 12:30. So I don't know which is a live game, but hopefully it's Leeds because yeah, I'll have a watch.
They're all 12:30.
Yeah, tomorrow's for the championship.
Really?
Yeah. So I think that's because the Charity Shield is at 3 o'clock. So they're
of course.
Don't want it to clash. Yeah. So we'll see who's on. I don't know if it's Leeds or not. Cheers all. Nice one, C-Dub. You lot, as soon as me and Geezer stop chatting, I'm gonna put in the chat, and if Malk and Charlie, if you got time, then yeah, just stick your predictions in there. Anyway, we will be back Friday. Have a great week. Good luck, Leeds. And yeah, let's see if West Ham get some more signings in before we go live next Friday. Not going to be easy, hard league. I know it is. Anyway, that's it. Geezer, you lot.
Yeah, man.
Ciao.
Ciao. See you next week.
Next week. Laters.
Very good.